The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as the public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, concepts, or language not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Inside, take a seat, let the stories feed your soul. Hear the echoes, find the patterns, every truth, each hidden role. From the bench to the whispers, where the gavel takes its toll. There's a rhythm in the verdict, echoes from the cubby hole. Echoes, echoes from the cubby hole, where justice swings and stories unfold.
Welcome, everyone, back to your favorite cubbyhole on the internet. Happy Monday to you. Happy beginning of the last week, well, more or less, of this first month of the new year. I'm going to keep the banter to a minimum because we've got too much stuff to get through tonight. I will, in addition to that, to the preface of the disclaimer that happens at the beginning of, well, when I remember it, most of these shows, all of the adult content warnings apply to today. And it will apply for the next several episodes because we are going through the enormous, it is huge, it is exquisite, it is excruciating. We'll be going through all 118 pages of the Maricopa County Investigator's report on one indicted felon on 14 felony counts of various forms of fraud, etc., etc., etc. Michelle Owens. And I'm going to say, and I told you so, because I told everybody months ago when I was covering the body cam footage. No, the first round of body cam footage. This was the wellness check body cam footage about the complicity of Mother Owens. And I feel vindicated now, having read through the report. And I've got so many highlights in the Jan Black, Elizabeth and Naylor Owens section that it almost looks like Christmas. There's a lot. There's a lot. And dare I say, those two women are equally batshit crazy and they feed each other. But we knew this. We knew this, and I was right all along. And I like being right. And of course, you know, I could have played a different theme this evening because I am joined by the crowd favorite, the one and only, and I better not kick that button because I don't want to accidentally ban him. The one and only Mr. Jeep Daddy himself.
Hi, hi, hi.
You've survived yet another day in corporate America, and here you are, and we're going to just rake through the piles of manure, the landfill-sized quantities of manure from Laura Owens and family.
I only survived by the grace of
the grace of distilled spirits
and distilled spirits that help me forget that corporate America is fucking terrible.
There you go. Well, sometimes small business America is equally as bad. But don't get me started because we've got way too much to do.
Oh, yes.
I know.
Okay, we can't have 35 minutes now to piss off everybody?
Well, that would be my habit, my penchant to just further piss people off the more they complain about it. It's like us talking over each other, us poking at each other. That is the service we offer here from this little cubbyhole on the internet, which is, I hate to tell everybody, still steadily growing. So I'm just going to say, if you don't like it, there's a click button somewhere up there that if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. I mean, no one's twisting your arm. But we're here to talk about Laura Owens. And we've got 118 pages, for the love of God. I know it took Bruce, the tired moose, 12 hours. I'm not sure he's done yet. I've only caught 2 of his episodes going through this because we've been busy. And I do mean me and the other guy next to me over that way. Running around creation doing stuff.
Yes.
doing work stuff, and it's just I'm exhausted. But yeah, never mind. Okay, is that enough?
Between
Should we
all,
just get
between
right
all of
into
that
this?
and like installing all the parts and pieces underneath the Jeep this past weekend, my body is just like, what did you actually do to me?
I
I
know it
don't like
says
this.
I don't like this kind of work. This is worse than the
No,
gym.
no, we're not doing this, but we need to because Jeep Daddy needs his Jeep to not fall apart on the trails.
Yeah, out in
So
the middle of nowhere. Because I can't afford to have medevac come get you, or
you're going to have to figure it out because that's just how it is.
I'm gonna have to find someone else with a big ass 4-wheel drive something if I ever had to rescue you. I'd have to call my
Probably.
dad in from the other side. That's probably what would have to happen.
Oh,
He's got some big compensatory vehicle, like
I
a
see.
Tundra or some Toyota thing. It's
Oh.
huge. He uses it to
Big-
pull his big boat.
Oh, I'm sure he would love coming and rescuing a Jeep out of the ditch with his Toyota.
Yeah, I
Because all
don't.
Toyota drivers tend to, yeah.
And he doesn't
Yeah,
have a
the
winch
best
or
vehicle.
anything. He's ill-equipped. He's absolutely
Oh.
ill-equipped. He'd probably get a good kick out of laughing at someone pulling them out, but that's just this is where I get sort of my low-level snarky humor. But he's far more tactful. I wear it on my sleeve. But I digress.
we
digress.
do.
Hi, chat. How are you doing, chat? I see you all in there. You know what? I forgot to do something. I'm going to do this now because I forgot it. We're going to be a little bit less focused on chat unless there's some really good stuff because there's just too much to get through. I know Bruce didn't engage too much just reading. He was just reading for hours on end straight because there's 118 pages. Yes, there are some substantive redactions from the county, but there are so many words. So what we're going to do first tonight, everybody, this is to your benefit. We are going to cover I can't call it ginger bites and succubits, but it sort of is. We will have a summary of these things for you this evening. So we'll start with the summaries. Is that fair enough?
That should probably work, yeah.
We'll start with the summaries, and we'll go from there. I do want to read some things verbatim off the page because it's just too good not to. It's just too good not to.
Do it.
Especially the crazy batshit conspiracy stuff from Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens, a.k.a. Jan Black. It's just too good. I can't leave it on the side. Otherwise, we'd be done in an hour and we could go home, but it's just too good. All the insanity, they're certifiable. And I say that not as a practitioner of any kind, mental health, medical, therapist, any of that kind of stuff. This is just my opinion. You're a batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. And they feed each other. All right, there we go. Okay, document time. If I actually start in the right place. Is this the right one? Where am I? Okay, there's the link. There we go. It had problems. ChatGPT was giving me some issues. But here it is. It's good enough. So here is your TLDR summary of the 118 pages given to us by AI. And I know Danny's trying to bait me already. Have I had something to drink, like hot chocolate perhaps? No, it's too early for cocoa. But we do have the enormous jug of water.
Which
It is
tried to
enormous.
attack me a number of times during our adventures, but that's okay.
I know. Well, it's huge, and I have nowhere to put it in my center dash. That's what I get for having a cute little car. I need a giant middle console. Oh well, I'll figure it out one day. I should just get one of those trucker cups, like the 2-gallon in it, but it's got the tiny little base to sit in the cup holder, but it's this enormous tank. And maybe with like a giant straw, sort of like a Camelback, that would probably work.
Probably.
Wouldn't be great to travel with anywhere but the car, but that is. It's what it is. Okay, here we go. Here's AI. Here's ChatGPT's reduction of the investigator's report. Woo-hoo. And according to a recent public discussion, is this what it, was this trying, oh, golly. Okay. Oh, there we go. I scrolled back too far. I lie. There we go. There it is. I found it. It couldn't find the link. I just can't understand why. ChatGPT just can't find the Volo link sometimes. Must be some good firewalls. So here is the executive summary, it says. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office opened a criminal investigation into Laura Owens, don't mind my clinking, for perjury, tampering with evidence, and attempted theft by extortion after a family court judge, that being Judge Julie Mata, found she knowingly fabricated evidence, gave false testimony, and used altered medical records in multiple court proceedings involving Clayton Eckerd. Yes, and there were multiple. Investigators documented and repeated. Oops, I'll make it a little bigger too. How about this? Is that better?
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. I caught it.
Good job. I was just letting you do your thing.
I know. Well, if it's not big enough, you can yell. It's okay. I know. So the commenting section doesn't like us talking over each other, but too bad.
Well, I don't care. Anyway.
Investigators documented a repeated pattern across... I lost my spot. Oh, there it is. Multiple men where Owens allegedly... Hey, God, this is what happens when it gets too big. I'm looking at all the blank space in between the words. It's like there's nothing there. It's just white on the screen. You're not going to see anything, dummy.
I have so many
Dumbass.
jokes that I can't.
Yeah.
Because the adult theme jokes. Anyway, yes.
Yes. Well, if I haven't said it enough, there's plenty of adult themes here. Everything from assault to loss of pregnancy. So those of you for whom that may be triggering things, take whatever appropriate caution and care you need to. This will probably be the last time I mention that, unless I blurt it out again, just because I do that sometimes. Okay, a repeated pattern across multiple men where Owens allegedly A, claimed pregnancy, often twins, used altered or falsified medical evidence, ultrasound, sonograms, HCG tests, conditioned cooperation, paternity test, abortion decisions, dismissal of cases, unromantic or legal concessions, and threatened reputational or financial harm when demands were not met. The investigation was ongoing at the time of the report. I wonder if there's more to come. There's a lot of pages that say, and the investigation is ongoing at the bottom. Here's the who is involved. The who. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Defendant Laura Michelle Owens. Primary victim, State of Arizona Clayton Eckerd, and other alleged victims based on patterns of evidence. Greg Gillespie, Michael Maricini, and Matt Mulvey. Investigating agency is the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, the MCAO Investigations Division. Charges being investigated were perjury, tampering with evidence, attempted theft by extortion, and many other things. This was only a partial list. It's a summary, remember? Why the investigation started. Family Court Judge Julianne Mata formally referred the matter to prosecutors after finding that Owens filed petitions not grounded in fact or law, acted in bad faith and for improper purposes, altered HCG test results, altered ultrasound images and sonograms, gave false testimony regarding pregnancy viability, sent a threatening letter demanding dismissal of the case or payment for $1.4 million. That's called extortion.
Just a little bit.
Yes. See, I'm sort of surprised there weren't some charges to that effect, but I think they were going after the ones they knew for sure they could nail her ass to the wall.
I would imagine, yeah.
Core allegations and evidence. I will be going through lots of water tonight. I already know it. It's cold. It's dry. The vocal folds are a little irritated. We'll make do. Number 1. False pregnancy claims. Owens claims she was pregnant with twins by Eckerd after a single encounter of BJ's. Eckerd consistently stated only oral sex occurred. We're just going to use the words, okay? I'm not going to make this family friendly. Screw it. I know others have. They've tried to edit on the fly. My brain just can't do it right now.
Yeah, not worth it. Let's talk about the terms and the things that actually happened, right?
Well, it's factual. Owens repeatedly claimed pregnancy certainty while failing to produce verifiable medical proof. Number 2, altered and fabricated medical evidence. Investigators documented ultrasound images altered using Adobe Acrobat. Ooh. I was hoping it was going to be Photoshop.
Well, I mean, it's still the same family of product.
Yeah, I guess. Ultrasounds falsely labeled as coming from SMIL, Southwest Medical Imaging Labs, yes, or Planned Parenthood. A YouTube ultrasound video, 6 or 7 years old, submitted as evidence. Cropped images concealing patient names and dates. Admissions under oath that dates and sources were altered. Planned Parenthood records showed Owens scheduled but did not attend an ultrasound. No record matching the ultrasound she presented. The image she used was not consistent with their imaging systems. 3 manipulated pregnancy tests. Positive HCG tests, despite inconsistent timelines. Prenatal DNA tests returned little to no fetal DNA. Allegations that HCG levels could have been artificially manipulated. Owens denied hormone or drug use, despite contradictions in records. 4, coercion and extortion allegations. And what that means, folks, is we know the name of the place she got her HCG now. Innova Med Spa in Glendale, Arizona. As there are financial records from Cherry Systems. There was a post on the Reddit. I have the screen captures. We may or may not get to that as the situation dictates, because there's so much to cover. Let's see. Coercion allegation. Okay. Owens allegedly conditioned abortion decisions on Eckert dating her, conditioned paternity testing on exclusive dating, threatened to sue for $1.4 million in damages unless Eckert dropped his case, threatened media exposure and professional harm, filed complaints with the Arizona Department of Real Estate. Investigators concluded these actions supported theft by extortion. Pattern across multiple men. Investigators and court testimony identified striking similarities in prior cases. Nearly identical language and messages. Twin pregnancy claims. Doctored ultrasounds. Claims of hacking when evidence was challenged. Accusations of abuse or coercion when men attempted to disengage. Use of courts, media, and protection orders to escalate pressure. Court findings highlighted Owens testified under oath multiple times and contradicted herself across hearings. She admitted altering ultrasound images, changing dates and locations, providing false explanations. Judges repeatedly found her testimony not credible. Evidence shows attempts to draw attention to a pregnant belly, even when medical records later confirmed she was not pregnant. Status at end of report. The investigation was ongoing. Over 53 gigabytes of evidence, collected emails, texts, recordings, and files. The evidence was uploaded to the MCAO systems and servers. Prosecutors evaluating criminal charges and end of report the investigation. It's like a bad movie series. To be continued. You remember that from the 80s and 90s? Everything was always to be continued.
Forever, yeah. TV series, movies, like what it just, yeah. The very special episodes always going to be continued, or try to do the cliffhanger thing.
I also wanted ChatGPT to specifically summarize Jan Black's involvement in that. But Jeep Daddy, being a good, helpful friend, he came up with one himself. So now I'm going to flip the tab over and let him do some talking.
Okay.
There we go. Shall I start here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start there. So to lead this up just a little bit, so I used the exact same PDF report that Echoes did. I asked it to do a summary, some very similar takeaways, and then I focused in my ChatGPT agent here to look at Mommy Dearest's interactions and call out specific page numbers and such. So we can double click into that a little bit later. I think Echoes wants to desperately go over some of these things.
It's too good.
Oh,
there's just too much insanity to miss.
Yeah. So anyhow, Laura Owens' mother is referred to throughout the report as Miss Black Owens. Okay. Oh, all right. So
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
We still don't know the truth about why she has a stage name. I mean, she has a story. I don't think it's true. I think because she's as batshit as her daughter, and vice versa. I think that was one of the reasons why she moved out, and why she fled from Albuquerque, where she grew up, after high school, barely after high school, and fled to California. I think she's nuts, and I think she caused lots of family turmoil. And I think that's why she's going at it with her brother, thinking she's going to reopen the probate from the parental estate from 14 years ago or whatever it was. She's certifiable, in my opinion.
You know, my opinions. I mean,
all right, very good.
My opinion, same. Anyway, all right. So there is direct documented contact between investigators and Laura Owens' mom, and it's going to reference a couple specific pages here. So we'll just kind of put a pin in that. Summary here is investigators conducted in-person interaction with Laura Owens and her mom together. This was not informal, not off the record, and not covert. It is memorialized in the investigative report, and there's a reason why ChatGPT is sort of calling this out specifically, because I sort of tipped my hand a little bit to the prompt about like off-the-record-y sort of type things that she was trying to do, and clearly was not. Pro tip, if you're ever in a room with police officers or investigators, assume everything you say is on the record and for the record and will be used against you.
To quote Lynette Preston from the What the Hell's Nonsense.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to get myself criminally in trouble. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
But did Laura and Mommy Dearest do that? No, they sure don't.
Mm-mm. So here's what is documented. Miss Black Owens actively spoke on Laura's behalf during the investigator meeting. She advanced alternative explanations for nearly every allegation: fabricated evidence, altered documents, ultrasound, provenance, hormone use. She challenged the credibility and motivations of Clayton, his attorney, Greg Gillespie, and online content creators. Ooh. So directly out of the quote here, Ms. Black Owens stated that the allegations were part of a coordinated effort to make Laura look crazy and prevent renewal of protection orders that the doctored materials were created by others and not Laura. So, yeah. Number 2, attempted narrative shaping with the investigators. This is the closest the report gets to what people sometimes call side dealing, but the language here matters. So what is documented? The fact. Mommy Dearest asserted that Laura had never faked a pregnancy, had claimed personal knowledge of Laura being pregnant, attempted to contextualize Laura's actions as trauma-driven, and framed the investigation as retaliatory harassment. In addition, she also attempted to introduce unrelated allegations. The Hoboken assault, which I'm not particularly familiar with, but you know.
When we get to that section, we'll talk about it. We may not get that far tonight, folks. I know how long this takes. I've only been listening to Bruce and a little bit of Megan, and this just goes on for hours.
Yeah.
Hours upon hours. 118 pages. Keep that in mind. So if you haven't heard it already, we'll get through everything at some point over time. I can't do it every day. I'm going to kill myself. I mean that facetiously. It's just too much to do day after day after day after day. It's exhausting.
I ain't got time for that. And Echoes doesn't pay me shit, so.
No. And I don't pay myself shit, so that's a problem too.
There we go. All right. So, link multiple men together in a conspiracy is also part of the attempt here, and then suggest the FBI involvement without any sort of documentation. For example, on page 65, Ms. Black Owens said that the FBI knows about the Hoboken incident and that people were afraid to talk about it. Laura expressed concern about body cameras being present. Investigators clarified none were in use. So
she didn't want their antics getting out again.
Yeah. So
although it happened later.
Yeah. So an important boundary here that says there is no evidence investigators accepted these statements as factual or acted on them outside of the normal documentation. Number 3, intervention and interruption during investigative questioning. This is, ChatGPT suggesting it's subtle, but it's very important. When Ms. Black Owens began expanding on the claims, Laura interrupted her. Later, the mother attempted to continue speaking for Laura while Laura expressed uncertainty about speaking without an attorney. As an example from page 66, Ms. Black Owens interrupted Laura and stated that Laura would not be saying anything further, asserting that all the documents were true. Investigators advised Laura not to speak further and to consult counsel. She probably should have done. Why does it matter?
She shouldn't have said anything more than that. It's like, thank you for coming, investigators. I will not be speaking to you except through legal counsel.
Exercise my Fourth Amendment rights to speak, or Fifth Amendment to not speak with attorney. One of the two. I don't know. That's a constitutional right. Shut your fucking pie hole and get your attorney in the room.
They can't help themselves.
TLDR, but they can't help themselves. So why all this matters is it shows active parental management of messaging, not passive support. Okay, so attempts to influence third parties outside of formal proceedings. This is not investigator manipulation, but it is outreach. Ms. Black Owens attempted to, or admitted to, writing to Clayton Eckerd's parents, asking for assistance and discussing the pregnancy and expectations. The example is very redundant to what I just said. So this is relevant because it shows parallel off-court pressure channels, even if not criminal. Whether it's criminal or not, I think that is up to the DA and all the other smart legal minds in there, and they will sort that out. But on its surface, I suppose, ChatGPT brain doesn't think it might be right out of the gate. Anyway, financial and business entanglement. Context, not misconduct. Page 50. During the deposition review, Owens confirmed that she co-owns a podcast, a business, and a real estate venture with her mother. So yeah, Owens being LO. And that's redundant again. So the takeaway here, it proves motive, context, reputational, and financial, but the report does not allege the mother committed a crime.
Which is a pity.
It is a pity, but fair. I think it's a fair assessment of where things are right now based on this one document.
It's not to say that it couldn't go there, especially after attempting bankruptcy, which has been kicked. The dismissal was filed today, and I anticipate it will reach the court and be officially dismissed very soon. The bankruptcy being mommy and daddy, that being Ronn Stephen Owens and Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens, parents and genetic contributors to Laura Michelle Owens. And I would imagine that after a little more legal wrangling with Laura's alleged bankruptcy, that something will happen there soon too. Where one falls, the other will fall too, because everything's commingled. At least that's my opinion.
It's quite the house of cards that they certainly have built for themselves, it seems.
Well, the foundation has certainly crumbled to the point where you can hear the structural members of the rest of the house creaking and beginning to fall off.
You mean it was a house built upon the sand?
Not even that. It was a house built upon horse shit.
Oh, well.
There you go. I used it, see?
You did. And mommy is smearing it all over the place?
As she's rolling and wallowing in it. Well, it's their problem. They created this monster, and they've indulged it. And they've fed it. And then, never mind.
Okay, so what this report does not say, which is important corrections, there is no evidence of bribery, coercion of investigators, secret deals, off-the-record promises, or interference with charging decisions. The investigators repeatedly directed Laura and her mother to formal counsel, mediated statements, explicitly avoided pressuring Laura, and documented all the contact. So I think it's important that, because there was this thing about these offsite or side deals that was about off the records or her trying to manipulate the things. The investigation documentation doesn't explicitly have an allegation of that. In my opinion, and based on what I've read and in discussions, it certainly could be implied, and I don't think any of that's off the table.
Yeah.
So, and
we just don't know.
ChatGPT's trying to protect me and protect us from saying, Mom tried to cut a deal, investigators were pressured. Because that would not be factually accurate according to the investigation documentation. We can sit here and discuss it and speculate about it, but it is not the claim of Jeep Daddy or Off-Road Entropy that these were the things that were in the investigative document. It is merely my opinion, and I would love to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. As far as the record goes, Jan Blech did, in fact, try to do some things off the record with the investigators, but that did not happen because they obviously they cannot. Mom had a special private session with them at the Airbnb house. But that's foreshadowing, folks. That's not a tease. We'll get there eventually. Maybe not tonight, but we'll definitely get there because that's where the stuff really gets good, is where Mom goes off the rails.
So that's the end of the
summary. She doesn't go off script.
Yeah,
that's the end.
This is the end of the summary for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's just do you want next steps? Yeah, whatever. So
well, I don't think we do. I think now's the time where we get serious. So let's go over here. Let me embiggen, because here we go, folks. This is page 3. I'm going to do a little bit of cognitive skipping or focused skipping about in some of the 118 pages because I don't want to be doing this for the next month. But it is that lengthy, and poor Bruce and others. I know Ducky I think she's finished hers. I haven't even listened to Ducky's yet. I can only do one at a time, and when they're 3-4 hour sessions, I'm like, oh, for the love of heaven.
See, this is why I made ChatGPT read it so that I didn't have to like break my brain trying to do it.
So in 30 minutes, we got through a summary. That's pretty good, though. And all of our, truncated banter at the beginning. Not too shabby. Now here come the real words. Here come the words of the document itself.
The world word?
Real words. Oh, God, I know.
I'm the one that's supposed to be the drunk.
You should be the one slurring your speech.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it.
My tongue's not lubricated enough. Oh.
Anyway.
All right.
You read. I'm going to pay some attention to chat while you do this.
Yeah, say hi to chat for me. Hi, chat.
Yes.
I know
Hi,
I'm not meaning to ignore you, chat, but if I get too distracted, this will never get anywhere. And I'll just say hi to South Florida Thrifter, cousin Alex, Consider Connect, Danny. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I have no permissions
Wheat
to
Toast
highlight
West
any
Coast
chats on here. So yeah, I'll just be in chat responding to folks as I'm able and those things.
So this is the supplemental report form. This is at the front end of the lengthy document. This is page 3. This is the case overview. If you haven't heard the details of this case, this gives some concise distilling of how what all this means, what it's all about. I'll cover everything that seems relevant as we go through. We'll skip past the redacted stuff that's not worth pointing out or speculating too much. I know they have done a lot of redactions of evidence, of images, of video that would otherwise be printed in this. They have the reasons for that, so some of this we just have to wait till the trial or more happens in motion practice to know what some of this is about. We can take some educated guesses because we've been doing this for so long, but I don't want to spend lots of time speculating about what's hiding under all the big black boxes, so we won't. We'll just move on beyond them and try and keep this concise. So this is T. Boa's report. It's got the charges. It's got the date, 4/21/25. They were moving pretty quick on this. I'm sort of impressed by some of the dates. And this was obtained by a FOIA request, all of this documentation. I believe Schnitzel got it, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. So here's the case overview. Are you ready? Is everybody strapped in? Is your popcorn done? Do you have your blankie, your beverage of choice? Strap in. Or strap down or strap on, whichever, pick.
Well, all right.
Make your choices. We're all adults, right? There should be no children watching this. There should be no children involved in this at all.
What about
and in fact, there are no children involved at all. They're not even, there's not even twins. Oh my God.
Except in Adobe Acrobat, apparently, but yeah.
Yes, except in altered form digitally in ones and zeros. This case involves a 34-year-old female, Laura Owens, who is an internet-based personality who hosts a podcast, and a 31-year-old male, Clayton Eckert, who is a television personality and former football player, having appeared on The Bachelor and Bachelorette. On or about May 17, 2023, Laura contacted Clayton for the purpose of conducting real estate business. Eckert is a realtor. They exchanged information. According to Eckert, Owens was flirty. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Shortly thereafter, Owens sent him a provocative video. Oh, we'll talk about it now. Owens' side, and I saw an image of the video. It's Laura Owens in tight spandex pants standing with a horse. And I guess...
Oh my God. That's considered
and there was kind of a
provocative?
video of her just sort of, wasn't anything special.
Wow.
I was hoping it was a little more salacious, but
I guess
it
my
wasn't.
standards are...
She was fully clothed.
I guess my standards about what provocative is a little higher than that. But
Yes,
anyway.
although in that photo or in the video or whatever the hell it was, I only saw a photo for what I remember. And I've been moving fast for this. It looked like her butt was enhanced because all of a sudden it's her thin little frame. And then all of a sudden this big narrow ass sticking out and then little tiny legs. I'm like, did we alter that too to make our ass look bigger? I think she did. Because she's altered her gut and other things to pretend to look pregnant. Okay. Wow. They met. Let's see. Owen's side view in spandex type clothing with a horse. See, there's the cliff notes there. And Eckert told her to come over Bad move, Clayton. They met, don't mix business with pleasure. This saying holds true. They met on the evening of May 20, 2023, and were intimate. Eckerd reported that Owens performed fellatio twice. Owens contends that there was... Do I say it?
Say it. Read it.
Say it. All right. Owens contend... We're not monetized. We'll see if I get kicked. It's a court document, YouTube. This is what's printed. We are only reporting the official document given to a public filing in a court of law. So deal with it, YouTube. Okay, is that threatening enough?
There we go.
Let's see. Owens contends there was penile penetration. The day after this event, Eckerd met with Owens to show her some homes. Following this, Eckerd said he told her that he crossed an ethical line and that he would refer her to a colleague. According to Eckerd, Owens began to cry and told him that she wanted to see where it would go and that there was something special between them. Eckerd said that he refused to represent Owens in real estate business from that time, and he blocked her telephone number. On June 1, 2023, Owens emailed Eckerd and told him she was pregnant. How many days is that? 11 days, roughly? She provided an image of her positive pregnancy test. Additionally, there would be 5 other pregnancy tests, one specifically taken in Eckerd's presence. The home pregnancy tests are based on the presence of HCG in a woman's urine or the level of HCG in the woman's blood. The tests that Owens took all indicated that Owens was pregnant due to the presence of HCG. Eckerd denied that he caused Owens' pregnancy and denied that the children were his in the event that she was actually pregnant. Throughout the following months, Owens contended that she was pregnant and barraged Eckerd with emails and text messages. These messages contained offerings of aborting the pregnancy in exchange. Quid pro quo. I just said quid pro quo. Sorry, I'm getting excited. In exchange for a promise of an intimate relationship, images of pregnancy tests, and threats of going public on social media and with the tabloids. Figure 1 was received by Eckerd. Owens continued to seek an intimate relationship. Figure 2. However, when this failed, Owens began utilizing the media to damage Eckerd's reputation. Eckerd filed for an injunction against harassment shortly thereafter. I'll just change it, fine. Owens filed for an order of protection because she was retaliating. And here's an image from Laura Owens to Clayton Eckerd. And this is documents about her threatening to go to the media. Let me be clear, I have no desire to destroy you in your career, but you've made it abundantly clear that going public is the only way to get you to talk about the pregnancy and our plan going forward. Should I read all these or should I skip them?
There's surely got to be a summary or some way we can just what's the TL? Did your ChatGPT give you the TLDR of this? Because it's this is perfect TLDR.
I'm sure it ignored the images. And it probably would have had some fights reading the images. I didn't ask it to look at all the images, but yeah. I'll selectively read the evidence provided. How about that? But I'm sure you've demonized me to your family, and she will have no interest in speaking to me. She's talking about talking to Clayton's mother, I think. If you will just get together and talk, I will drop everything and undo any harm that has been caused. Huh? It is really, really, really important to do it now. And if it could wait until the required meeting, I would wait, but it can't. So this is her being coercive, okay? Next image. And let me point out that they are indeed signed all the best, all the best, all the best, all the very, very best. Another one from Laura Owens to Clayton Eckerd. I had an idea. What do you think about hanging out and seeing if this is something we can try out for a couple weeks before we make a decision? This is about deciding about what to do with the alleged pregnancy. With you not responding about the possibility of twins, you either have twins or you don't. There's not a possibility. Okay? I will selectively editorialize too.
At that point, you should know whether or not it's twins or not, aside of pregnant or not. There is a certain, you have to be pretty, got to be beyond.
And you don't know until, I want to say the second trimester, whether or not you have twins. Ladies in the chat, you can correct me about that if I'm incorrect.
Those
I will not pretend to be an expert about twins. This is just sort of what I vaguely recall from other people talking about when you can actually verify that twins are a possibility. Because you have to have imaging for that, right? I mean, you'll see certain other things in the peripheral test results. For other things, I think HCG tests might reveal levels going higher a little bit faster, but I don't know. Again, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just trying to pull things out of vague thin air from other people talking about it. Let's see. Make a different decision about abortion pills because of the prospect. Things feel unresolved. And my anxiety is through the roof. God damn it. I don't have a Lynette Preston. My anxiety is through the roof, do I? Oh, that's too bad. I might have to add that to my list. Lynette Preston from the What the Hell's case. I have anxiety over the roof. These psychopaths all say the same things, and they all do the same weirdness. It's so bizarre. It is so bizarre to me. We talk about stress levels. If things went well, I would, if things go well and we find there's something there, I would take the abortion pills right away. So again, we're being extortive and coercive. The time is of the essence. I love her fire sales. Going right away. If you don't do it now, I'm having the babies if I don't hear back from you tonight. Everything's always a fire sale. Do it now, do it now.
It's a hallmark of scammers of all flavors, whether it's the McAfee scam or whatever, this, like urgency. Urgency is a hallmark of a scam. Like, oh my God, you have to do it now.
Making rash emotional decisions.
Yes, because they want you to get into that state so that you're just like, oh, I'm going to go get $600 worth of gift cards at the Target, and suddenly you're just out, your money. Like that's classic textbook scammer shit.
I like the last sentence. And if you took this seriously and tried tonight, I at least had the clarity one way or the other. I would have so much more respect from you and would promise not to go to the press at any point about this. All the best. Some of these do have summaries from the investigators, so I'll try and focus on the summaries when they have them. There were 3 civil court cases that arose out of Owens and Eckerd's relationship. The numbers are there. In front of Judge Galketsis. This was an injunction against her harassment hearing. Clayton Eckerd was the petitioner. The injunction was issued. That case number took place in Judge Duty's court. Judge John Duty, who was an idiot in my opinion, and didn't know how YouTube works and was turning his head sideways trying to look at digital evidence that he didn't seem to understand. And the order of protection hearing, let's see. The order of protection was issued. Laura Owens was the petitioner. Owens participated in a sworn deposition at Attorney Greg Woodnick's office on March 1st of 24. That case number was a paternity case heard by Judge Julie Mata on June 10, which I covered immediately thereafter. Go see my earlier videos, folks, if you're interested in that coverage. Laura Owens was the petitioner in this case. Laura Owens petitioned for a judge of paternity, showing Clayton was the father of her alleged unborn twins, and was suing for child support. So everything she says that it wasn't about money is absolute bullshit, because in her filings, she checked off the box that she wanted child support, parenting time, and custody stuff. So there were those elements. Owens reported having a miscarriage during the alleged pregnancy and intended to dismiss the case as there was a negative pregnancy test on November 14, 23. Eckerd challenged this and requested a finding of no paternity and a judgment for attorney's fees and costs. Judgment Mata found for Eckerd on both issues and referred the matter to Maricopa County's Attorney's Office for review of Laura Owens' actions pursuant to the ARS there. Some redactions. We're not going to speculate. Case and evidence review. During testimony in Judge Galketsis' court, let's skip dates and times, it's right there. Laura Owens testified that there is no possibility whatsoever that she could be pregnant by anyone other than Clayton Eckerd. During her testimony in Judge John Duty's court, when asked if the unborn children could belong to anyone else, Laura Owens testified stating no, that she had not been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022, when she was violently assaulted and raped by a subject named Andrew in Hoboken, New Jersey. I know his last name too, because I've casually mentioned him. And
so that's
other
the Hoboken thing.
That's correct.
Okay.
More redactions. I'm sure that's evidence. During her deposition, after being placed under oath, Laura Owens reported that she and Clayton Eckerd had penetrative sex. Oh, let's see. Scrolling down. Image, figure. Okay, yeah, see. We get too many redactions. Some of this just doesn't make sense. Figure 11 is an ultrasound image that was obtained from 1060 OBGYN in New York City, as found in Sarah Owens Navarro's medical records. So now we know where some of that came from. Sister Sarah. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. So this suggests they subpoenaed some of Sarah's medical records too, just for confirmation. And I wouldn't doubt that they may have... What I would like to know, and I will digress just briefly. I need more water. I'm getting cotton mouth so badly today. It's terrible.
Lube it up.
Lube it up. I would like to know what the circumstances for which she got her sister's medical imaging. Was it, hey sis, I'm going to go get this guy. Can I borrow your stuff to do things with it? Or if Sarah was just pregnant, said, hey, here's the image from my first ultrasound. We're so happy. And Laura just saw an opportunity and took it. Those would be some important distinguishing circumstances.
It's very suspicious.
Yeah. Because I had a stepsister that shared some images when she got pregnant, so it's not foreign to me. So I think my sister did too.
I think
when
it's
she
pretty
was.
common, you know.
Yeah, some families just share that. Hey, look, here they are. We thought we were pregnant. Now here's the evidence. And if that happened, as I suspect is probably what it did, Laura just saw an opportunity and seized on it.
Yeah,
just for her own. That would be my suspicion. Now, again, I have no evidence of that. But we don't know the details of how that image was had and under what circumstances. And that's important. Because if Sarah was just sharing it with the family and Laura used it, that's far more damning for Laura. If Sarah gave it to Laura after a request and knowing that it was going to be used for an illegitimate purpose, that certainly indicts the sister a little more. But so far, there's not evidence of that. I don't see any insinuations of that in the investigative reporting. So again, I think Laura acted a lot on her own and then fed into things, and mom fed back, and then we have these cycles of making conspiracies and stories. I mean, the family dysfunction here is just off the chain. It's off the charts.
Yep. And a quick commentary here to Danny in the chat. Some are saying that that's the case. I think that based on what Echoes and I have looked through this doc, I think that mom is speculation, like my own opinion, that mom is the primary co-conspirator, is sort of the orchestrator, you know, like the person operating the strings on the marionettes, that Sarah, the sister, may be also maybe a minor conspirator, not a major player in that. I don't think she's exempt, but certainly I don't think it's as prevalent as Mommy Dearest here.
Yeah. Just by the interactions and how Mama Owens is spending a lot of energy trying to shield in certain ways, but also trying to do damage control.
Yeah,
and
there's definitely an attempt,
quadrupling and quintupling down on Laura's narrative.
There's definitely a thumb on the scale, and that thumb is from mom. That's
unquestionable.
Very, very clear from all of this.
And we'll see that more specifically somewhere about page 63. I've got so many highlights in that from everything that mom was saying to investigators. It's just insane. Yeah. Okay, continuing. Information noted on the left side of the original image is also missing on the forged image. Additionally, the date on the left bottom of the image had been changed with the dates there. The forged banner is figure 12 below. There we go. See, forged banners. In Judge Julie Mata's court, I just love all the details. Laura Owens testified that she had made the changes to the ultrasound concerning the information on the banner portion, figure 10. However, made no statements concerning the altered portion of the image itself. Owens testified that this image had not been used in any court proceedings, which is not true. Owens reported that the ultrasound was done in California at Planned Parenthood. Mm-hmm. And Laura testified she used a fake name. Dun, dun, dun.
You're missing your button. That's okay.
There it is. Is it working?
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything?
No.
Really?
I didn't. Hey, chat, did you hear anything?
Oh, for the love of heaven. Okay. The buttons aren't working tonight.
Oh, dear.
The buttons aren't working. At least not those.
You're just going to have to sing all of them then. Well, we heard the other one, the plead the fifth, blah, blah, blah. So
yeah, that's on a different sound device. Okay. Well, okay. I can't use the Stream Deck buttons tonight, which is a pity. Okay, we'll fix that later. Well. And here I thought I'd had everything fixed, and then you had the problems. Shoot.
I have multiple problems, but my soundboard is not
we'll just focus on your technology problems.
Oh. Yeah.
And let me just follow up that last paragraph before I scroll ahead, that you cannot get any medical services, medical imaging, abortion stuff, any what's the word I'm looking for? I just had it. Damn. Any sort of reproductive health you can't get under a fake name or an assumed name. You can't go anonymously. And I remember Laura saying, well, I thought the whole point of Planned Parenthood was to be anonymous. No. There are circumstances where what she is confusing that with is where if someone, perhaps someone of younger age, was seeking reproductive health care, there are circumstances, depending on local laws, that restrict them from offering that information. HIPAA is an example of that. So Laura's confusing. She doesn't understand how this works, but I know people in medicine, so I do. Okay, during cross-examination at that time, Owens testified that she had an ultrasound at Planned Parenthood in Southern California. She testified that during her deposition. Oh, brother. She said it was in Mission Viejo because that's where she was staying. At a certain time, Owens testified that the ultrasound image, Exhibit B28, was a true and accurate picture of the ultrasound she had received from Planned Parenthood in July of 23. Owens testified that during her deposition, she admitted changing the information to reflect that the ultrasound was from SMIL, along with the additional information noted on Figure 12. Owens maintained that the ultrasound, Figure 10, was never submitted to the court. Owens testified that she did attend an appointment with Planned Parenthood. Owens was confronted by Miss Arena, that's Deandra Arena, with a records request from Planned Parenthood, stating that she did schedule an appointment at Planned Parenthood for July 2nd, but failed to attend. Owens testified this was correct. Ms. Arena added that the response also reported that the ultrasound image, Figure 10, was not consistent with images generated by their practice. Owens responded by testifying that it was not consistent with the practice in Mission Viejo. When confronted with the fact that the request was for all Planned Parenthoods in San Bernardino and Orange counties, Owens stated that it didn't cover Los Angeles. Owens testified that this ultrasound was from Planned Parenthood in L.A. on July 2 of 23. Planned Parenthood in Los Angeles was subpoenaed, which I didn't know. This was the first time I'd heard this. So after the case, they went looking further. Good for them. They left no stone unturned for this bitch.
As good investigators should.
Man, the hours would Nick Law have racked up with this crap. Oh, sweet Jesus. You could probably buy a villa on some island somewhere.
Could buy the entire goddamn island, probably.
Or just buy out Scottsdale, maybe. Results indicated that there was no record of Laura Owens at Planned Parenthood, or I believe any of her aliases either. And there's the imaging for that. We'll skip ahead. During her deposition, Owens testified, page 27, line 5 through 22, that she went to Planned Parenthood Mission Viejo. In the deposition, Owens testifies that she received the ultrasound in Mission Viejo at Planned Parenthood. In Laura Owens' deposition, she's questioned about a video, referred to as Exhibit 23, that shows her father, Ronn Owens, touching a pregnant belly while he's in the hospital. Laura Owens is asked about this. Laura testified that this is her father touching her belly. Laura is confronted by the possibility that this is her sister, Sarah Navarro Owens' stomach when she was pregnant. Laura denies this, stating that it is her with her father. Laura is asked if there would be any reason that Sarah would say it's her. That it's her? Oh, God. Okay. Laura testified that there is no reason that Sarah would say that it's her. Some of the verbiage is just a little clumsy, but never mind. Laura testified. She testified that she's about 21 weeks pregnant at that time. A screenshot was taken of the video and is figure 15 in the report. Figure 16 is a screenshot of the same video. However, it appears that 15 has been cropped to exclude the face of the actual pregnant person. Figure 16 has not been cropped and shows that the video is actually of Ronn Owens touching the pregnant belly of Sarah Navarro. So,
naughty.
Using her... oh, there's more. Oh, we're not done yet. Additionally, the video in figure 15 was taken... Let me try that again. Additionally, the video that figure 15 was taken has no audio track. The video from figure 16 has an audio track. Laura and her mother, Jan Black, can be heard talking in the background.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. I can't use my buttons. This is going to make it harder on my voice. At the injunction against harassment hearing in Judge Gelketz's court, through her attorney, Josh Lopez, Josh 2.0. No, sorry, Josh 1.0. Better get it right. Josh 2.0 was first round for the criminal stuff, and they're gone now. Laura Owens admits Exhibit 46, which is described as medical records from various providers to confirm her pregnancy. And the exhibit is an HCG test from Sonora Quest through any lab test now.
That sounds super legit.
I can't get over this. I can't get over this sort of, strip mall kind of, get any lab test you need, just waltz right in, we'll do it for you.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I'm a little shocked. I don't know if this is an Arizona thing, but I can't just waltz in somewhere and get lab tests without doctor ordering them. I just can't. I don't know anyone that can. So, I mean, at least not in certain states, but maybe Arizona is different. I don't know.
Maybe. I know that there are plenty of very valid and very legitimate over-the-counter or mail-in type tests that you can do at home.
Sure.
That are by companies like LabCorp and those others, that like actually do the in-lab sort of thing. But like, this feels like, gee, testmylabs.ru, level. Legit. I don't know. Wow, that's that just cracks me up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I need a lab test now, Scottsdale. Yikes. And that the test showed a low HCG level, indicating that this was consistent with a non-viable pregnancy. The HCG test was taken on that date and was processed by Sonora Quest Labs and indicated an HCG level of 102 microliters, whatever that is. I forget. I used to know that. Owens would have been approximately 22 weeks pregnant at the time and should have had an HCG level of 4,000 something and 165,000. See figure 17 from the American Pregnancy Association. During the June 10, 2024 hearing in Judge Mata's court, Laura Owens testified that she went to Any Lab Test Now and ordered an HCG test. See, again, I don't understand how people can order their own test. And the other thing I was going to say is, I don't know anyone that's going to be doing their own blood draws.
The last one that I did at home that required blood was a finger prick test, like
that's way
when
different.
you do your insulin, sort of things. But it was similar. Like I had a card, circles, finger prick, and I had to blot. That did not work out great for a variety of reasons. So,
oh dear,
yeah,
that sounds awful.
Oh,
I don't like those things.
Straight up.
I just don't like it. My fingers I've got delicate fingers. Don't need it. Oh, let's see. Owens testified that the test indicated an HCG level of 102 and that she learned, I wonder how, to Google, that this level was not consistent with a viable pregnancy. Owens also testified that she doctored this test one time. Owens reported that she did this for the purpose of sending the results to Dave Neal in an effort to get him to stop creating harassing, and I'm using air quotes, videos of her. He was just talking about what she was submitting to everybody. After some discussion, Owens agreed that she changed the HCG level from 102 to 131,902,000. This was listed as Exhibit B17. Owens stated that she altered this HCG report, increased the level, and offered it to a content creator as support for a pregnancy, but did not offer it to the court. The altered report is below, and it's apparently redacted with 18. During testimony in Judge Gail Ketz's court, during cross-examination, Laura Owens testified that she had been seen by OBGYN Dr. Higley. We read the list of names last time. All the witnesses. The previous Friday, Owens was confronted by Miss Reina in Judge Mata's court, alleging that she lied to the court. Owens stated that she had the appointment scheduled, but she did not attend. Miss Reina told Owens that saying that she was seen by a doctor is not the same as having an appointment set. Owens agreed. Miss Arena asked Owens if she was dishonest when she stated that she was physically seen by Dr. Higley the Friday before November 2. Well, before the November 2nd hearing, let's be specific. Owens said, correct, but that's a very minor thing. And that's when some people in the gallery giggled. Laura Owens agreed because we were all singing the song, A Little Minor Perjury. Da, 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 da. It's just a little minor. Go see Megan Fox for her tunes. She has some good tunes. I'll say it again. Laura Owens agreed that she had never been seen by Dr. McCool or Dr. Higley for any medical appointments. Owens admitted to lying regarding the fact that in the paternity hearing on the 10th day of June, how very formal, in Judge Mata's court. During the deposition with Mr. Woodnick reviewed all the medical providers and prescription drugs that Owens had, including asking about, oh crap, here we go, here's the list. Pregnol HCG. Owens denied being described Pregnol and never mentioned seeing Dr. Carmen Mora of Innova Med Spa. Innova Med Spa provides a Pregnol HCG diet. Oh shoot, you know what? I meant to bring that up because I found it earlier yesterday. Innova Meta, there, okay, I've got at least sort of highlighted in the Who's a Dinger, and I'm just going to bring up their website really fast because, let's see, here we go, I'll share this tab really quick. Here's Innova Med Spa. This is public information. There's nothing nefarious here, folks. And here under the Services tab of Innova Med Spa Aesthetics, we have regenerative medicine, laser treatments, aesthetics, weight loss, IV therapy, and hormone and peptide therapy. And if we go under the weight loss tab, we have things that include, if you will see the middle image there and all in big and ever so slightly, the Pregnol HCG diet. And it says, embark on a journey to a healthier you. Our weight loss injections, coupled with a tailored plan, promote effective fat burning, helping you achieve your goals with renewed vitality. How's that for some marketing wank?
Yeah, right next to the whole Evolve X where you just like strap on.
Yeah, and our little
some,
panties.
Yeah,
this is a business in Scottsdale, folks. And we have semi-glutides and M-tones and the cryotherapy. I mean, it's just a whole. There must be a lot of vain people in Scottsdale.
Well, there is, because that is the fashion sort of center of the Phoenix metro area, and arguably it's got those expensive bodegas of like the Gucci's and the LVs and the high fashions shopping district. Like it's rich. That's
so
rich.
Is it like
places.
Beverly Hills of Scottsdale or of the Valley or something?
It's their attempt to be like the rich corner of that area. Yes,
I get it.
I have a little bit different opinion about the peptides and semaglutides and things. That there is some legitimacy to that side of it, but like stacked up against all those squares and things inside that website, it's like, yeah, this is like one of those med spa things that like might end up on a John Oliver episode at some point. Yeah.
Is it sponsored by Dr. Oz? Sorry.
Yeah. And the worm inside of RFK's brain. But yes, let's continue on this.
So there we go, folks. There's the source of the HCG. During the paternity hearing in Judge Mata's court on June 10 at approximately, David Gingrich, who they really mean David Gingras, referencing the pregnancy tests, asked Owens if she did anything at all to tamper with those tests. Owens responded by saying no. Mr. Gingras, we'll use the proper name here, because this is a record.
I swear they're going to try and throw this whole thing out because they misspelled his name. I swear that's going to be.
He will try. He will try.
Let's get this. What's the over under on that? I will have a drinking game over. Look at that test. Anyway.
They have the ability to amend and correct as needed.
Oh,
they spelled my name wrong. Throw it all out. She's not guilty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
find her place.
This is about him.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Oh dear. Mr. Gingras then asked Owens if she took any drugs, hormones, or any substances at all to affect the outcome. Owens responded, no. Gingras asked Owens if she used someone else's urine to affect the outcome. Owens responded, no. At the hearing, Gingras referred to the Sonora Quest HCG results from that date, asked Owens if she did anything to tamper with this, she took any drugs, injected herself with anything at all to affect this test. Owens responded, and I quote, no, I did not, end quote.
Okay.
During a search of Owens' iCloud, this will excite you, a series of messages were noted that indicated that Owens had gone to a Nova Med spa and purchased HCG, and that she had the injections delivered to her home, figures 20 and 21. These text exchanges also included that Owens did not want her family to know that she was injecting HCG. I wish my buttons were working. God damn it. Next page. During the paternity hearing, Judge Mata's court, David Gingras entered into evidence 2 videos that Owens self-took, showing an allegedly pregnant stomach. These were labeled as Exhibits A6 and 7, respectively. Owens testified that A6 was created September 1923, A7 October. Figure 25 and 26 are screenshots from the video recording of the hearing. In Judge John Duty's court on 10/25/23, Laura Owens refers to a Reddit image as the Halloween one. And while that may be hiding under redaction here, this is where some clever person took one of her pregnancy shots and put it on a Spirit Halloween costume kit where the costume was Laura Owens looking pregnant. I think it's still floating out there.
Once it's on the internet, it's always out there. So
yeah, it's there somewhere. I remember seeing it. I didn't want to go hunting for it for the purposes of this. This is an image which was screenshot from a Reddit thread captioned, "How to win the scariest costume contest." Owens testified that this is her showing her stomach holding a sonogram of their, air quotes, son, that only Eckert had possession of. Owens testified that the sonogram that she is holding in the screenshot is an image that she only sent to Eckert and that he was the only one that would have been able to post it. That turned out to be false because she sent a whole Dropbox to the Reddit thread that everyone combed through. At a certain time, Judge Duty references Exhibit 11 and mentioned that the post was made by the one and only Jen. Is that the same as just Jen? Is that the same Jen? I don't know. It could be the same Jen. I'm not sure. Owens testified that she did not know this person and referenced the sonogram image, stating that Eckert was the only one that she sent it to. Owens testified that she sent the sonogram image to Eckert because she was concerned about the baby's profile. Owens reported that she sent the image to Eckert in an email. There's a lot of redundant speech here, too. The image is a profile, and it doesn't look like the baby has a nose, and she was concerned the baby has a genetic defect. Eckert testified that he did receive the sonogram from Owens. And there's an image there. If you really care, it's not redacted. There it is. And you'll notice that the first name has been forcibly removed, which would not be accurate of such imaging. It would have full patient's name and other identifiers. So, yes, okay. A similar sonogram was located during the search of Owens' iCloud. Here we go. The image was determined to have been Owens' sister, Sarah Navarro Owens, which was originally created at Northwell Health in New York City on 10/13/23. Laura Owens altered the image by removing Sarah's first name and the Northwell Health stamp. This investigation has showed that the allegations of paternity, as well as the ensuing restraining order hearings, were brought about by false allegations, lies, and contrived evidence that were intentionally orchestrated by Laura Michelle Owens in an attempt to increase her notoriety. Laura Michelle Owens attempted to blackmail Clayton Eckert, a television personality, into an intimate relationship and likely would have deceived her way into an actual pregnancy, thereby reaping financial gains through child support payments as well as other financial incentives. Additionally, with increased notoriety would come an increased subscribership to Owens' podcasts, resulting in increased commercial value. I love it. I just love the conciseness of the facts in this. I love it. And here's the charges requested. Fraudulent schemes. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead on this. Perjury, class 4 felony. We just had a class 2 felony. And they reference all of the subject matter in which they're seeking these charges. You can read them on your own if you wish. I don't want to cover all of these because the words are just too much. Perjury count class 4, perjury count class 4, more perjury, 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 more perjury. Counts, tampering with physical evidence, class 6, more perjury, class 4. Okay, there's questionnaires. We're not going to look at the questionnaires, folks. The boxes aren't filled in anyhow. There's not much going on there. It's just more stuff. So a lot of redactions. There's a lot of redactions. We're going to keep skipping through the redactions. The leases form. Let's see, is there anything there? Not much there that's distinguishable. The supplemental report. Would you like to do some reading?
Maybe.
Is it big enough?
This is how you torture me tonight instead of Mormon content.
I can't do all the reading because I've got to give my voice a break every now and then. Or I'm just going to sound like Laura Owens in the end.
Yeah, the grovelly voice. Okay. All right. So looks like this is.
Is it a good size?
Lieutenant J. Plummer. Yeah, it's fine. So I was contacted by Lieutenant J. Plummer on 6/20/24 and asked to investigate allegations of perjury and tampering with evidence against LO. LT provided me with a copy of the ruling made by the Julie Mata honorable person. Reference this thing. In ruling, Judge Mata ruled that Laura Owens presented a false claim, knowingly violated the court order compelling disclosure or discovery, that the petitioner Owens did not file the petition in good faith, and that the petition was not grounded in fact or based on law. The petition was filed for an improper purpose, such as to harass the other party, to cause an unnecessary delay, or to increase the cost of litigation to the other party. The court found that Owens provided false testimony as to the viability of the pregnancy in all three cases addressed in the procedural history. The petitioner acknowledged that she altered HCG tests and ultrasound and a sonogram. Finally, prior to her deposition, Owens sent a threatening letter to the respondent, Mr. Eckert, indicating her intention to sue him for $1.4 million in collateral allegations unless he agreed to dismiss this action that she initiated. After reviewing the findings, I noted that Clayton Eckert is the victim of theft by extortion, case thing, class 4 felony, as evidenced by the threatening letter previously mentioned. All right. Case overview. So case number was filed in family court on 8/1/23 by petitioner Laura Owens. The petition is for child support, parenting time, and legal decision-making. That's cute that you're going to try and do that for a non-existent entity, but okay. The petition reports that, quote, the person had sexual intercourse in the state as a result of which the minor child may have been conceived, unquote.
That word may is sure doing a lot of work.
Sure is, isn't it?
Yeah.
May have. Oh, the thoughts that just went through my poor little brain. Okay. Anyway, continuing
Well,
on
if
here.
they're good, you can expand or expound, as you're so inspired to do.
I mean, I know plenty of gay couples that are trying very, very hard to do that, and they may get pregnant, but despite best efforts, it doesn't happen. But keep trying again. But hey, if that's grounds for like filing for child support, Jesus, oof. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Additionally, the petition requests that the unreimbursed medical expenses incurred by the mother resulting from the birth of her minor children should be awarded to the petitioner. The petition was signed and notarized by so-and-so, in Texas. Okay, all right. Texas.
There's a reason for that.
I figured as much. Laura Owens contacted Clayton Eckert via LinkedIn for the purpose of seeking out real estate. As a result, Owens met with Eckert at Eckert's home. There was sexual activity during that evening. Owens reported that there was penile vaginal intercourse. Eckert maintained that there was only oral sexual contact, Owens performing fellatio on Eckert. Owens later claimed that she was pregnant with twins and reported that Eckert was the father. Owens filed suit, potentially, when Eckert denied the claim. Yeah. During the ensuing family court hearings, Eckert, the respondent, and attorney Woodnick were successful in disputing the allegations. Judge Mata found that the respondent found for the respondent and felt cause to order the Maricopa County's attorney's office to investigate Owens for perjury and tampering with evidence. Detective Gonzalez and I met with Clayton Eckert at the Maricopa County Attorney's Office on June 25, 2024 at approximately 1100 hours in a private conference room. The interview was audio recorded. The following is a summary.
We like summaries.
Yeah, this multi-page summary. That's even ChatGPT does better. Come on. I began by providing Clayton with my business card and advised him that it contains my contact
That's important.
information.
We have to know there was a business card involved. It's very important.
Yes, that is a key detail to all of this.
Sorry.
You do. No, you're not. I explained that the investigation that the Maricopa County's Attorney's Office is conducting is limited to criminal matters. I told Clayton that the crimes we were considering would be perjury, tampering with evidence, and possibly extortion. I asked Clayton to tell us how they met and how the relationship began. Clayton told us that he had just obtained his real estate license and that Laura had contacted him via LinkedIn, telling him that she wanted to do some creative deals. They exchanged contact information. Clayton told us that Laura was very flirty off the gate, but he kept it professional. Clayton said that the next contact was about a week later. He said that he took an edible. She sent him a provocative photo. As one may assume that was a provocative photo. And he told her to come over. Laura did come over, and she performed oral twice. Clayton said that they didn't have sexual intercourse. Clayton said that the second time, Laura ran straight to the bathroom. He said he didn't think anything of it at the time. Clayton said that he went to sleep, and the next day he showed her homes. Sounds like a typical man falling asleep after that, but that's just my commentary. Oh well. Clayton said that he told Laura that this was a mistake. He should not have crossed professional boundary, and that he could refer her to one of his coworkers. At this, Laura began to cry, telling him that she wanted to see where this would go, that she thought there was something special between them. She told him that she still wanted to work with him. I asked Clayton if Laura knew. Stop scrolling, God damn it. I asked Clayton if Laura knew where he was prior to this. Clayton said that he feels that she targeted him, that she claimed that she had tried to contact his office but couldn't get a hold of anyone. Clayton told us that he checked with his old office and they said they never heard from this woman. Clayton added that they also saw the last 8 guys that she followed on social media were all athletes, real estate agents, good-looking guys. Huh, she's got a type. Shocking.
Uh-huh.
Clayton said that Laura Clayton said that Laura also applied for The Bachelor during a previous season. He said she claimed not to know who he was and that she never watched the show, but she's interviewed former guys for the show, or from the show. That's interesting. You can scroll now.
Oh, you said to stop. I was starting to get nervous.
Just randomly scrolling while I'm trying to read is terribly rude. Clayton thought his name may be Chris Lane and thinks that she may have tried to get him caught up in a similar situation. Chris was a previous bachelor. I said that I understand that Laura came to his place. He had an edible before and asked if Laura took an edible. Clayton said that she did take one when she arrived. I said that I understand, and there was oral sex twice, and after the second time, she ran into the bathroom. Clayton indicated so. I asked why he thinks she ran into the bathroom. Clayton said he didn't think she had any intention of spitting it out and then pushing it inside herself, but that was his concern. Clayton said they watched the first time they were on the couch. What? Okay.
He watched, I think.
He watched the first time they were on the couch and she swallowed. Good girl. Oh. Whoops. That was my outside voice.
Good night, folks.
and I'm now permanently banned from YouTube.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my God. The second time they were on his bed and she ran straight to the bathroom. He assumed she was going to spit it out, but then 11 days later, after he blocked her, she told him that she's fertile and that she felt his fluid down there and she might be pregnant. Okay. 3 days later, she messaged him and said that she was pregnant. Wow. Okay. Clayton told us that he blocked her because she told him that she wanted to date him and that she won't move forward with the real estate deals unless he dates her. Clayton told her that he was done and that he was going to, quote, pass her off to one of his coworkers. Laura said that she didn't want that. Clayton responded by telling Laura that he was done. She should find someone else, and he's not representing her. Clayton said that he became concerned that Laura spit his semen out and inserted it into her vagina after she told him she was pregnant. Okay. I asked how much contact there was between Laura and him. Clayton said there was constant communication. Clayton advised that he had an entire file on his laptop that has every interaction that he had with her. She sent him over 500 emails and text him from approximately 13 different phones. Oh my God. Clayton told me that he can provide all of them to us. Laura did stop the communication after he obtained the injunction against harassment. I asked when Laura obtained an injunction. Clayton said she obtained the order of protection, and she obtained that once he filed the injunction. Clayton told us that they set a hearing for his injunction. The next day, Laura obtained the order of protection in, quote, retaliation. I asked if Laura violated the injunction by making contact with him. Clayton said that he gets random texts and emails still from an anonymous email provider called Proton Mail. Side note, Proton is not exactly anonymous. It is secure, it is encrypted, but it is not designed as anonymous.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not designed that way.
I gather it's hard to subpoena them because they're out of country.
it is much more difficult to subpoena them than it is from, say, the Gmails or the Outlooks or Yahoos of the world, because they are based somewhere else. And they do take a relatively strong stance on privacy. However, it's not anonymous. That is not a thing. Not with,
Oh,
like, if
love
it's
it.
from like protonmail.com or proton.me, one of their standard ones, that's not anonymous. That's what simple login is for, or Iron Vest, or Apple iCloud email relays.
Don't give too many secrets away.
Oops, sorry.
Oops.
Anyway, back on track. He said that he knows it's her, but he's unable to trace it. Laura has not contacted him directly since the injunction. Okay. I asked Clayton about the sonogram and the fact that Laura admitted to changing the date and changing where it's from. I asked if he has that sonogram. Clayton said that he does, and it's in one of his files. She sent it to him advising that this is her ultrasound. Clayton told us that there are 3. There is one that she originally claimed that it came from SMIL. Clayton said he was on a Zoom call with Laura and her attorney, Bonnie Platter, when she showed it to him. Clayton said he took a screenshot of it because he wanted a record of it. This was one that she tampered with, reporting that she changed the name. This one was used in the deposition, and she submitted it to Judge Mata using it in court. Clayton said there was a second ultrasound that she claimed was one of the children, where it showed a facial something. Deformity. Okay. Laura used that in the order of protection hearing, showing the judge that her child had a facial deformity. Clayton said that he believes that it's Laura's sister's ultrasound. She blocked out the first name on the top. It only says Owens. The date of birth was also cut out. The third one was a video, and that was sent to him via email. That video was from YouTube from 7 years ago. Clayton said he used this video to fight the order of protection during the hearing. Clayton asserted in the hearing that this video was fraudulent and tried to admit it. The judge wouldn't admit it or watch the video. I asked if all 3 videos were used in this case. Clayton said the second one with the facial deformity was used in the order of protection hearing. Laura used the one from the SMIL facility in the 2023 case. I asked if she used YouTube video in the family court case. Clayton indicated not, adding that Laura contends that Greg Gillespie had hacked her email and sent that to him. Okay. I redirected the conversation back to the relationship and asked if there was any kind of dating that he suggested that she work with one of his associates, real estate. Clayton said no, that one night was the only time they were intimate. Okay. Detective Gonzalez reminded Clayton that Laura indicated that there would be no real estate deal unless he dated her, and asked if she said that to him or if she texted or emailed it to him. Clayton said that she texted him saying she couldn't move forward with him unless he gave her a chance. Clayton told her that he sent the deals out, so now he was going to look bad. He told Laura that his credibility would be in jeopardy unless she followed through. She responded telling him that she couldn't move forward unless he dates her. This contention then changed to stating that if he dates her for a week and it doesn't work out, then she'll have an abortion. If he doesn't date her, she would have the child. Detective Gonzalez said that he understands that she was threatening the real estate deal before she said she was pregnant. Clayton said yes, and she then went to the Arizona State Department of Real Estate and tried to get his license revoked. Detective Gonzalez asked if she had already said that she was pregnant at the time. Clayton said It was all around the same time, adding that he cut off all communication and blocked her after day 8. Prior to that, Laura said that she could potentially be fertile and pregnant. At that point, Clayton told her that he was no longer going to represent her regarding real estate. If you would be so kind to scroll up just a touch, that'd be great. Then, on day 11, she said that she was pregnant. Laura was still moving forward with the Arizona Department of Real Estate, alleging that he was violating his fiduciary responsibility. Clayton then reported that he had a letter she sent, which he believes is an extortion letter. Laura said about a month ago that he either drop his case or she was going to sue him for $1.4 million. Clayton viewed this as a threat that she was going to sue him regarding the 2 real estate deals that he'd, quote, dropped the ball on unless he dropped the case. Clayton said this is in writing. He said that she was going to get deposed, whatever. She didn't want to go into the deposition, so she sent this letter to Clayton's lawyer. I asked who has the original letter. Clayton believed that his attorney, Greg Woodnick, has it. At that point, she couldn't send anything directly to Clayton. Detective Gonzalez asked if that was the only time that Laura had talked about suing him for money. Clayton said at that one point, Laura mentioned that she had unlimited funds, so she threatened him, saying she would sue him and she would win due to this. Detective Gonzalez asked if this was pertaining to the paternity case. Clayton said that she wanted him to drop the entire case. This kind of goes into a gobsmacking level amount of detail, and like this and this and that and then this and then that. And
Isn't it thorough?
very.
This is more thorough than a colonoscopy. Truthfully,
I mean,
it really is. It's thorough. No stone is left unturned in this insanity.
I should have just had ChatGPT like go through these pages and summarize this, because this is almost.
I think we would have had to work for a week trying to get it to do this.
This is painful. Like this excruciating level. I mean, I understand why. Like this is how these things types of work.
This is how they happen.
But it's goddamn. Like, how much more of this is left?
This is page 27. We're not doing too badly for an hour 32. Do you want me to continue? Have you had enough? Do you need a breather?
I do. It's your turn.
All right. I think we're at the next paragraph, aren't we?
We are.
I said that I understand that she wanted to drop the paternity suit after she allegedly miscarried, but he continued on with the case because he wanted to prove that he was not the parent of the alleged pregnancy and that he was also looking for her to be responsible for his attorney's fees. Clayton said that Laura went public in September because he was trying to convince her to drop the suit. Laura refused and stated that she was going to go public, which she did. The Sun. I'm the anonymous woman. I'm the anonymous woman that Clayton Echard knocked up. The Bachelor got me pregnant. She did a lot of that. Laura then kept filing for mediations in family court. At one of the mediations, Clayton told her that she needed to take a paternity test or submit ultrasounds or medical evidence to show that she was pregnant. Laura agreed to a paternity test, but nothing happened, and the case was just sitting there. It then became public, so Clayton's mission then became to obtain a finding of non-paternity. Clayton told us that Laura had the narrative to begin with, and everyone believed that he was guilty. But then the narrative changed, and Laura wanted to close the case. Clayton said that at this point, she had already attacked his reputation, and he wanted to clear his name. I said there were 2 other men before him. Clayton said there were 3. I said I was only aware of Michael and Greg. Clayton said there's another guy, Matt Mulvey, but he doesn't want anything to do with this. Clayton said he didn't know how much Matt how much about Matt's. Clayton said he doesn't know much about Matt's story, Mulvey's story, but it sounded as if he was dragged into a similar situation where she claimed she was pregnant. I asked Clayton if he knows Greg Gillespie personally. Clayton said he does. I asked if he met him as a result of this case or if he knew him beforehand. Clayton met him due to this case. Clayton told us that when his case was public, Gillespie's girlfriend messaged him and told him that he's not the only one and told him to look up Gillespie's court case. Clayton looked it up and found that it was a near carbon copy of what was happening to him. Clayton added that the text messages were as if they were copied and pasted. Clayton said that there was also a doctored ultrasound in Gillespie's case. It appeared that Laura purchased an ultrasound from Fiverr, adding that you could see the watermark on the document. She hired Fiverr. She hired Fiverr. There's another song. That was the very same one that Dave Neal and Megan Fox, live on the air, found the watermark image in real time. That was a marvelous day.
There's got to be a way to like summarize that. This is like gobsmacking level detail and like, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of interesting things that are threaded throughout here. Like, and again, this is your channel. You do what you want, but like, oh my God, the level of like minutia and detail throughout all of this is like insane.
Are you saying we need to skip all the pregnancy stuff and just go to batshit crazy mother stuff?
I think that would actually be like the batshit mother crazy things, like where you've got all your highlights and things.
Oh, I do. You know what? Let me see. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. Let me see if there's a way to tie this off.
There's got to be a TLDR of this. Like this is like, oh my God. It's like a play-by-play of somebody's like live blogging of their life that nobody gives a shit about, type stuff.
Okay. Well, I think we can summarize a lot by saying we've covered the case. This happened a year ago. This was all covered in the court case in the paternity matter. There was lots of stuff between them and Zoom, and most of this particular report goes through the back and forth of the paternity case. A lot of people have covered that in depth over the last year and a half. Plus, it talks about the sources of all of the images again. There's, let's see, trying to convince her to stop. I'm just skimming. Finding non-paternity. Yeah, and this just more or less covers what happened.
Yeah,
I like this part. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this because this is the P test where Clayton was catching wise, because I was gonna get a sound clip. This is where Clayton wanted to get a test for her and did so, and she came over and peed on the stick, and according to her, she did it in front of him, but according to him, she was shy and had to do it behind closed doors.
Of course.
And he was, let's see, unless she shoved something up there. This is just talking about the test that Clayton provided, the pee test. Clayton's plan was to sit there and watch her, but she said she couldn't pee with him there watching. Clayton said that he closed the door, and then at one point he pulled it back open, and she said, whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I'm just channeling the inner body cam footage there. It doesn't say you can take my mother's phone. It doesn't say you can look at me while I'm peeing on a stick. Okay, that's about all I should say about that one. This does get into more depth than we got in the trial, or in any of the collateral litigation, shall we say. So maybe at some point I'll back up and read it more. I do want to get to the batshit crazy stuff first. I really did. Let's see. We have to talk about some of this, I think, here. Where did it go? I saw it skimming quickly. Oh, well, this goes into Gillespie, and it goes into how she claimed that there was some alleged ARP. It's hard to be thorough and not miss anything important. It's more stuff. Okay, let's see. This is only page 32. Oh, it's exhibits testimony. Yeah, I may back up at some point. We'll go out of order, just upset how people do things. So let me just skip to page 63.
Yes, let's upset the apple cart.
Everyone else was doing it linearly. We'll be different. How about that?
Good, and you can give me forewarning the next time you are going to like go back and like read all these details in some dramatic format, and I will.
See, I don't know how you would get a good summary on this from the AI. I just don't.
I will try again.
Because there is some of this that obviously you want to get the juicy details, but I don't think it's that intelligent.
I just don't need to hear how many times that she blew him and then spat his semen out, like in such like vivid detail about like how she was going to put it in certain spots. Like, I mean, come on.
At least you know to what levels she went to for this stupidity.
Yes, but I mean, to read it and dictate this out, and I feel like I'm going to lose subscribers on my channel for reading that. And
I know it makes you feel dirty, doesn't it?
It's
just salacious. It's salacious.
Ugh.
Okay, this report, and everyone's kind of been doing it in report chunks too if they wanted to be smaller bites, but yeah, that one was like 20 pages. This one has some substance, but I think this is how we'll get it, and we'll end on it this evening with the insanity of who I believe is the meddling accomplice, Jan Black, Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens. And this includes Laura Michelle Owens and Jan Black Owens, interviewed by Detective Boa and I think there was another one. I think Detective Gonzalez. Yes. Gonzalez and I went to their address to attempt contact with Laura Owens on 11/26/24 at 9:20 hours. At least it was after 7 a.m. Those who saw the body cam footage get that joke. We made initial contact with Jan Black Owens. Miss Black Owens asked what this was about. I told her this was regarding the civil case that Laura had concerning Mr. Eckert and Mr. Gillespie. I explained that we wanted to see if Laura would like to speak to us. Miss Black Owens advised that Laura resided in a casita to the back of the property, and that she would let her know that we are there. Laura Owens arrived at the door and advised that her attorney told her not to speak to us.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to get myself criminally in trouble. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
She sure didn't. I told Laura that I would leave her with my business card in case she wanted to contact me, or if they wanted to make a statement. Ms. Black Owens then asked if we were just looking for a statement, adding that this thing has gotten so out of hand. So out of hand. I explained that MCAO was ordered to conduct the investigation, and that part of that is to talk to everyone involved. Ms. Black Owens told us that two of the guys that were involved in this, Michael Maricini and Greg Gillespie, have lied, and that Greg Gillespie had created documents in the last case, as though the documents were from Laura. Ms. Black Owens said that Gillespie is a master hacker.
Master hacker, huh? You say? Okay.
She said he had doctored things to make it look like Laura did things. Laura said that she knows that she's not supposed to talk and pointed to the Justice for Clayton Instagram. I wonder what that means. Did one of the JFC accounts say, keep your mouth shut, dumb bitch? It would have been the best advice.
Well, that would have prevented a lot of this nonsense to begin with, but, you know.
In so many ways.
Doesn't really, help a paternity case.
If you have an urge for a hot dog, go to Costco.
Yeah, they're only $1.50 instead of $4.4 million.
Very satisfying. Very satisfying. Ms. Black Owens. Yeah. Okay, God, I've already scrolled and I wasn't paying attention. Ms. Black Owens stated that Michael Maricini had concocted things, saying that Laura said she had cancer, which he had never told the court before. Laura interjected that Maricini said that she had polycystic ovaries, but he forgot that she had cancer. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura never had cancer. Ms. Black Owens reported that both Maricini and Gillespie knew that Laura was pregnant.
Okay.
and that she and Ronn Owens had gone to dinner with him, Maricini, frequently, probably including the House of Prime Rib. Ms. Black Owens reported that these guys have had motives and that they are now trying to act like victims. Ms. Black Owens reported that 2 of these cases had been adjudicated and that Laura had evidence that she was pregnant and that these guys were abusive towards her. She continued by stating that they have motives and that they don't want their orders of protection renewed. I explained that we have a lot of the court documents, so we're aware of a lot of that already. Ms. Black Owens stated that the other attorney in the case, Greg Woodnick, has a real axe to grind against Laura. I asked why. Laura stated that she feels that she can say that he didn't win the last case against her with Gillespie. Laura said that in the case, Greg Woodnick had been intimidating her attorney's office repeatedly, just like he had tried to tell lies and intimidate her attorney in this case, David Gingras. See, we got it right this time. I can't imagine anyone intimidating David Gingras. He's such a blowhard. Laura continued by stating that David Gingras looked into the case and felt that these things are not true and that Woodnick is trying to scare them off the case. I'll talk about him more momentarily. I don't want to interrupt it. Laura said that she made a statement to the court, not realizing that she should have an ex parte communication with the court, stating that she had gotten an email from Woodnick on the morning that she had been violently raped and assaulted in New Jersey, that this was her last chance. Laura said that she didn't know what that meant at the time and feels that she has a reason to think that Woodnick could have been involved. Laura said she knows that Greg Woodnick is not the one who raped and assaulted her, adding that she was lured across the country by a guy that she never met. Since then, Woodnick picked up the Clayton case after she tried to dismiss it. Laura said that Woodnick hates her and has told everyone that she's the craziest person ever. He is not wrong. But not crazy in the clinical sense. Laura said
that would be conjecture.
It would. Although I'm sure there's people who have written up a whole list of things for her, just armchair figuring.
I would be willing to bet that this entire family could be studied as a PhD, like phone it in level thesis and analysis.
It would be fascinating for all of them to be properly considered, to have that analysis done. It would be fascinating. I will bet they will find multiple layers of things in which to diagnose.
More letters than I've tried to collect, but yeah, anyway.
Laura said she is aware of that and that this isn't news to her. Ms. Black Owens said, concerning the case with Greg Gillespie, this guy shows up on a dating app and it seems like she was lured and that Laura was targeted by this guy in Hoboken, New Jersey. I asked Ms. Black Owens if that case was solved and if an arrest was made. Ms. Black Owens asked if I was aware of that case. I said that we have heard rumor of it. Laura responded by telling us that she did make a report to the police there, but that she wanted to stay anonymous because she was concerned that the guy would come after her. Oh my God. Laura reported that she requested that the police not contact him because he would know that she was the one who did it. Jesus. So we're going to try and anonymously report people and hope they get arrested. That's not uncommon for her either. Let's send in FBI complaints. Let's call Liz Neptune and try and get her arrested.
Yeah.
Bizarre. When it comes to that kind of assault, you cannot be anonymous because they have to have a victim to, as part of the prosecution. The system doesn't work that way. You don't get to anonymously prosecute people. That's constitutional.
You have to be able to face your accuser.
That's correct. Ms. Black Owens then indicated that she didn't see that there would be a problem with Laura speaking with us. Because she's such a legal scholar. Yes, take more rope. Take more rope. Take as much rope as you want.
Take as much as you can.
I told Ms. Black Owens and Laura that it would be inappropriate for us to talk to her since she has consulted her attorney, so it's best that we don't. Ms. Black Owens stated that she could tell us more about the Hoboken thing. I'll bet she does. I'll bet she does. Ms. Black Owens began to speak, but was interrupted by Laura. I want to see footage. I want to see video of this. This would be hysterical. Laura told her mother that she, Laura, knows what happened and that her mother doesn't have all the details of what happened. She wants to add more, I'm sure. Laura interjected, stating that she was drugged by him. Ms. Black Owens said that the FBI knows about it and they are scared of saying any more. Laura said that she provided a 40-page report of what happened. I'll bet she did. I wonder how much of that was written by ChatGPT.
At what point was she drugged by them? Because, like, was that before or after the blowjobs?
This is about the guy in Hoboken.
Oh, the other one. Okay. I'm getting my streams crossed.
It's not hard. It's not hard. See, that's why sometimes the summary isn't helpful.
But
And then you just have to unwind it a little bit with the actual narrative. It's so thick.
This isn't the thick that I prefer.
I know. She provided the 40-page report of what happened. Laura then voiced a concern that we had body cams on. I said that we are not wearing body cams. Laura indicated that she is aware that Justice for Clayton has called in fake welfare checks that they admitted was for content creation and have used it to harass her mother and herself. Well, no, because the FBI had in their report that was sent by her and her mother claiming she was going to commit self-harm, and the FBI called in their own wellness check. Jesus Christ. And I can't think of anyone in this space who's doing things just for the sake of content. But they provide us enough material.
Ample.
They have also,
Ample material.
ample, voluminous, excruciating. They have also contacted Adult Protective Services, alleging that she and her mother had been abusing her father. I would like to know if any such investigation to that effect was conducted. I suggested to Laura that she speak with her attorney, David Gingras, to see if he was interested in sitting with her if she wants to make a statement. I provided Laura with my business card and suggested that she discuss this with her attorney. Laura asked what a statement would be. God. See, she's not bright. She's dangerous enough to be stupid and then get caught, but she's not that bright.
No.
I said it would be whatever she wants to tell us about the case, what she feels would be relevant, and we may ask some questions regarding what she told us. Laura asked if she would be provided with an attorney. I explained that she would not be provided with an attorney unless she was arrested. Ms. Black Owens told us that they really wanted to discredit Laura, so the orders of protection would not be renewed. They're probably talking over each other, I think is how this is working out.
Oh, like we're accused of talking over each other?
Worse. Like we saw in the...
talking past each other the same nonsense in circular terms.
Probably something like the raid on the casita footage.
Yeah.
She continued by telling us that Greg Gillespie has continued to try to contact Laura under false names. Laura added that Gillespie had contacted David Gingras under a false name. How? How do we know these things? Where's the facts? Where's the evidence? There are none. Ms. Black Owens told us that Gillespie had doctored letters to Laura's prior family attorney early on in the abortion coercion case. And let me reiterate again that there's no such thing as a couple's abortion coercion case. That doesn't exist, as far as I know. And again, I'm not a legal practitioner, so that's just my opinion. Oh, I just scrolled a little too far. She added that Gillespie is a master at this and is obsessed with Laura. They wish.
Mm-hmm.
They then reached out to Clayton. when they heard about the paternity case. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura has never faked a pregnancy. She knows this as her mother.
Oh, okay.
Appealing to authority fallacies. I'm her mother. I know that she was actually pregnant. I never saw it. We never went to a doctor once, but I just know this as her mother.
I just know as a mom.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Ms. Black Owens said that she has seen Laura pregnant. She was tormented by this pregnancy? How? And she did not want to have an abortion. She told us that Clayton didn't want to come to the table, and he had called her about it, asking what to do about the pregnancy. She added that she had written to Clayton's parents and asked them for help. Yikes. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura didn't want to have an abortion, adding that Laura had taken abortion pill on 2 prior cases. She said that Laura's 34 years old and was pregnant before. She didn't want to have an abortion. She basically stayed in bed, hoping that she could get Clayton to man up. Laura told us that she has difficulty in making decisions. She feels the need to ask her mother what she should eat for dinner.
Okay.
I'm going to say it again, folks. Mom is the accomplice, in my opinion.
Mom is the puppet master, in my opinion.
You know, I wrote a song about that.
Did you know?
I did. I might close this out with that. I haven't played any of my songs in quite some time. That may be how I think that'll be the outro.
Hey,
I'll have to dig that up. It's not in my tray for this evening, but I'll grab it at some point when I have you do some reading. And that's how I'll close this insanity out for tonight.
You're gonna have me do this again?
Of course. I'm gonna let you have the best part. I'm gonna let you have the best. This is the warm up to the main event.
Christ. Okay? Well, at least I got my next one going here. So
yeah, pace yourself. Pace yourself. Don't use it all up yet. Oh, Laura said that she had invited Clayton numerous times to her appointments. Laura said she invited his family. Ms. Black Owens says she wrote to his family and asked about genetic traits in their family that may be a factor for Laura. Clayton's family never wrote back. Good for them. Not dealing with these crazy bitches. Laura then stated she wants to speak for herself and that if she's not going to be provided with a criminal attorney. That doesn't make sense. I don't get that statement. Okay. I won't think about it. I'll just keep moving. Ms. Black Owens interrupted Laura and told her that she wasn't going to say anything. Can you? I want this on video.
Yeah, right.
They weren't wearing body cams, but I so badly want this on video.
Chance of that, yeah.
If I were more skilled in the AI arts, I would take the footage of like the raid on the casita and some of the other body cam stuff with the wellness checks, and I would take the text and work that, and we could make like a sort of real movie. I think this would be great. It'd be better than Punch and Judy. See, she interrupted Laura, telling her that she wasn't going to say anything, adding that all of the documents and everything are true. Yikes. Laura stated that she doesn't know if there's anything that she can say that would be helpful, and that she was told not to talk to us. I told Laura that it's best that she doesn't talk to us at this point.
Because neither of them can keep their fucking gabs shut for 5 fucking minutes to not incriminate themselves.
They are tripping over each other to get the attention. Laura told her mother that she is able to talk to us alone and that she doesn't need her there. Laura said that she was there for all of this. Ms. Black Owens asked Laura if she wants her to go. Laura indicated that she would rather talk inside. I told Laura that at this point we shouldn't talk to her. I suggest that she take some time to think about it and confer with her attorney. I told Laura that if she wants to talk, she could call us. This way, she is starting the dialogue. This would avoid the appearance that we are pressuring her to get information. The investigators are being very savvy. Very savvy. Kudos to them. Ms. Black Owens told us that she knows what the judge has said. She told us that it was a 45-minute hearing. No, it was 2 hours. And then the judge came out with all these findings that Laura had fabricated pregnancies in the past. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura didn't. Laura then said that she had seen Dr. Jones at One Medical, which was confirmed to Gillespie, and this is who Gillespie told her to see. Laura told us that we were welcome to contact Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones! Oh, you, Dr. Johns. You lie, Dr. Johns. Sorry. My inner
Stop it.
my inner short round from Indiana Jones is coming up.
Oh,
You
all
call
right,
him
all
Dr.
right.
Jones, lady. I need that as a clip for this.
Yeah,
Ms.
really.
Black Owens stated that Clayton had lied to the court, telling them that Laura had sent him 500 emails. She said in agreement with Laura that she had sent him about 100 emails. It was once a day. Laura said that Clayton also lied to her when she had said, well, excuse me, let me try that again. Laura said that Clayton also lied to her when he said that he made offers on real estate. Ms. Black Owens said that they judge, oh, damn, some of the typos. Ms. Black Owens said that the judge came up with all the findings based upon what these guys had said. Laura didn't have a chance to dispute this and present her documents. When? She was there. She had her attorney there. She was sitting on the witness stand. They introduced things into evidence. That stuff wouldn't have passed relevance, but never mind. She added,
You keep this up. If you're going to make me read again, I'm going to take an interval.
Go
You can
take
look
your
at the
break.
Waterfall behind me. You know me. I have to take my break.
it'll give me a chance to set up the next one, which is the very next form in 2 paragraphs.
That's fine. I'll be right back. You look at my waterfall.
Oh, I just lost my spot because now I'm scrolling. Laura didn't have seen Dr. Jones. Okay, that's where I was. She said in agreement with Laura that she had sent him about 100 emails. It was once a day. Laura said Clayton also lied to her about the real estate. Ms. Black Owens said that the judge came up with all the findings based upon what the guys said. Laura didn't have a chance to dispute this and present her documents. The ones she fabricated? She added that she was accused of having paternity cases against the others. However, one was abortion coercion, the other was for violence. Maricini tried to suffocate her. Laura said that Maricini was stalking her. They then mentioned the trip to Iceland where the lady had made the declaration. That was Napkin Lady. Ms. Black Owens said the thing about Clayton. And the reason that Laura said she was going to go to the press was that Clayton had previously indicated that he was going to the press. Laura indicated that it's all out on the internet and she doesn't have the support of the Bachelor fan base. And that's why Laura Michelle Owens, in my opinion, and I believe that could be factually proven, started the quote-unquote Justice for Laura page and resumed her Medium blog article postings. Hey, Bruce the Moose is here. Hey, Moose. She should eat a chicken parmesan. I had chicken parm last night for dinner at a lovely restaurant. Or not last night, night before. It was Saturday. But it was so good it's blurred into yesterday. Here we are at the bottom of the page. I concluded the contact by telling Laura that she could contact us if she wishes. Laura then mentioned that her attorney had her watch a video called "Don't Talk to the Police." I said we just wanted to get her side of the story. This contact concluded. So that's the first bit. Now, I'm going to set this up because I want Jeep Daddy to do more reading. But we'll get the primer stuff while he finishes his tinkling. This is the juicy thing in all of this. This is great stuff. This following report and document is from a special meeting Elizabeth and Naylor Owens, Jan Black, a.k.a., as she is known, her stage name. This is a special meeting she called with investigators. And here's the opening paragraph. Detective Gonzalez and I, that being Detective T. Boa, met with Jan Black Owens at the Airbnb house, the one they just lost. The location is a rental home owned by Owens, used as an Airbnb, as it says there in the second page. We met at this location at the request of Black Owens, as she did not want Laura Owens to know about this meeting. The contact began at approximately 09:55 hours and was audio recorded. The following is a summary. Would you like to pick it up from here, sir?
I'm going to need to take a bite of my chocolate first.
All right, I'll start it off and then you can jump in the next paragraph. Jan Black Owens, bold, but not underlined. Ms. Black Owens invited us in and identified herself. So she was there waiting at the Airbnb house. We sat at the dining room table of the staged house because they acquired the house with furniture already in it, as we understand, for the interview. They didn't buy the furniture. It was already in the house. Ms. Black Owens told us that she didn't want this contact to be noted. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. I explained it would have to be noted. Ms. Black Owens indicated that she understood, which is shocking to me. I said that I understand that she wanted to put all this in perspective for us. She indicated that this was correct and said that it's become complicated because they have thrown in all the elements from the past. Ms. Black Owens said that she presumes that we are focused on the Clayton Echard part. I indicated this is correct, adding that it mainly concerns the court hearings and depositions where Laura was under oath. I added that the judge felt that there was some evidence tampering and some perjury. Ms. Black Owens said that as far as she knew, there was nothing presented to the court that was not truthful. Ms. Black Owens stated that Laura was pregnant. Are you ready yet? I'll keep going. Fine. Ms. Black Owens told us that this happened with Clayton because Laura wanted to get into short-term rentals. Laura was interested in seller finance properties and eventually found that Clayton worked for a firm that specialized in that field. She, Laura, reached out to Clayton and they seemed to have a connection. Everybody she looks at has a connection. It's bizarre. It is bizarre, folks. Oh my boys. Oh, my boys. Or to quote Bruce, oh boy. Watch out, guys. Clayton invited Laura over to his place. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura specifically told Clayton this wasn't a booty call. How do we know this? This is hearsay. Now, I will before I finish off this paragraph, all of this, for the most part, is hearsay. It's what Laura told her and what Jan Black's feelings are about what Laura told her and what Laura feels happened. There's no facts. There's no evidence. This is all about feelings and how we want things to be. Okay, I'll finish this off. Ms. Black Owens added that Laura had not had sexual relations for a year before that. This was the aftermath of her being attacked in Hoboken. Laura told Clayton that she is not on birth control. Ms. Black Owens reported that Clayton told Laura that there's a lot of who said, that he just wanted her to come over and cuddle as he was feeling lonely. We all have those days. That's why I have pillows and a hot pad. It's cold. Clayton talked to Laura about having been the Bachelor. Well, been on The Bachelor, same thing. And that he was portrayed as being a villain on the show because he lied to the girls at the end. Some have said that Clayton was actually just too honest. According to Miss Black Owens, Laura told Clayton that she wanted to make it clear that she didn't want to have sex. Are you ready now?
Yeah, let's go.
It gets better from here, I promise.
I hope so. If not, I'm billing you for hourly.
I'm going to scroll down for a second. You know what? It didn't capture my highlights for some reason. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I highlighted this shit out of this thing. Okay.
Well, I hope it made you feel better anyway when you highlighted it.
I was doing the Jack Fox thing of highlighting LY words and other things. It was very revealing.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
off you go.
I'll pick it up from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Laura had been staying in the casita on her parents' property, and she went over and told her mother that she was going over to Clayton's and that she had made it clear to him that she didn't want to have sex. Laura then went to Clayton's home and had sex. Oh, wait, sorry, commentary, my bad. Clayton's home, and he offered her a THC gummy, and she took it. According to Laura, Clayton was really, really high. Laura told her mother that they were making out, and then one thing leads to another, and then he had her fingers down there. Why did you make me read this gross shit again? God damn it.
He then had his fingers, not her fingers.
Yeah. He had his fingers down there. You're making me talk about all this saucy shit again.
I thought you'd enjoy it.
I don't like you.
Just say, I hate you.
I hate you.
Do the Nick Smith thing and just say, I hate you.
Oh my God. I hate you. Anyway, Clayton then asked if he could stick it in for 30 seconds. Laura told him no. Clayton then asked if could for Jesus, the grammar is terrible. If could for 25 seconds, and she said no. I asked if this was referring to his penis. Miss
It could have been a dog toy. I mean, we don't know.
I don't. Yeah, it could have been a number of things. Oh my God. Okay, so Miss Black Owens indicated so. Okay. Clayton counted down to 20 and then to 15 seconds, all of which Laura said, no, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face on any of this. According to Miss Black Owens, Laura then felt that his penis was inside of her. Laura told Clayton that she told him no. Clayton then told Laura that she didn't feel the difference. Okay. I asked where they were positioned. Miss Black Owens believed that they were on a couch. Miss Black Owens said that Laura was really upset that when she came home the next morning, it was really upset about that when she came. Okay, I can read. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Not out loud. Miss Black Owens stated that it wasn't a violent type of rape thing, considering what she had gone through in Hoboken. Miss Black Owens said that Clayton and Laura had looked at a couple of properties and Laura had an investor lined up, probably GM with his, F My Loan program. I don't know. Laura told Clayton that she wanted to make offers on 2 places, and Clayton agreed to write them up and had Laura sign them, assuming that Clayton would submit them. Can you scroll up, please, because chat is blocking the thing. Thank you. When Laura asked about the response, Clayton had not submitted one, and she was not sure about the other one. Miss Black Owens said that Laura was very upset about that, so she filed a complaint with the Department of Real Estate for that. Okay. Yeah, because that's complaint worthy. Miss Black Owens said that Laura began suffering from morning sickness and was very fatigued, so she took a home pregnancy test. The test was positive. Miss Black Owens stated that Laura had reported that she wanted to make sure, so she wanted to have it medically done. Laura went to Banner Urgent Care, where it was confirmed. Laura told Clayton, whose demeanor changed rapidly over the course of days. Initially, Clayton wanted for them to figure out what to do. Laura told Clayton that she really didn't want to have an abortion, but also didn't want to raise a child with a confrontational father. Okay. Miss Black Owens reported that over the course of a few weeks, Clayton went from her having the child and raising it to having nothing to do with it, but putting it up for adoption. Then it went to him having full custody of the child. She would have nothing to do with it, and he would take the child to his parents' house in Missouri. Miss Black Owens said that Clayton was flipping back and forth. At one point, Clayton told Laura that his parents thought it was a sign from God. Okay. Because God is involved in all of this.
Well, right. Clayton seems to be slightly religious. And Laura kind of fakes that too. She was a Catholic schoolgirl, allegedly.
Wherever convenient to continue the narrative. At one point, Clayton had invited Laura over to his house to talk about it. Laura went, bringing a pregnancy test with her, believing that Clayton would want to see for himself. Once there, Clayton told Laura that he had a test and he wanted her to take his test in his presence. Laura did comply, and it was positive. Miss Black Owens said that Clayton told Laura that he was glad that she did not, that she did that, and now knows that she's not a liar. Okay. Miss Black Owens said that Clayton had wanted to speak to her, and that he called and left messages indicating that he wanted to talk to her about it. Miss Black Owens told him that he needed to talk to Laura, not her. Miss Black Owens said that she did speak with him on the phone, and they spoke for about 40 minutes. Miss Black Owens stated that Clayton admitted to her that he may have had some pre-cum, and that's how it happened. She told Clayton that he should have been more of a stand-up guy about this. Miss Black Owens said that part of it was not consensual, and he was aware of that. Miss Black Owens indicated that she watched some of his show on YouTube and was aware that he was dishonest, and that she couldn't believe a word that came out of his mouth. Miss Black Owens feels that he wanted to polish his reputation because he was trying to get a spot on Dancing with the Stars. Miss Black Owens stated that this makes sense if you know what happened to Laura in Hoboken.
How does any of this make sense?
This is why I'm struggling to read this, because it's just like word soup, and also just like
How does any of it make sense?
I don't know.
Do you want me to rescue you?
My brain is about to break.
I better rescue you. I'll throw you a lifesaver.
Did you have enough water and lube up your vocal cords for the rest of this nonsense?
But I'm getting low, so I've got to pace myself.
Well, then just do what you need to do, and let's not make this a 15-hour live stream.
No, because I don't have it in me. We'll get through this. Let's see. Are we on the second paragraph there? No, we're further down.
Miss Black Owens reported something. I'm going to have more chocolate now.
Jan Black relies on her feelings a lot, rather than facts and evidence. Is kind of the takeaway here. Ms. Black Owens reported that they moved here from San Francisco in 2021, and Laura had a boyfriend in San Francisco for a couple years. I asked if this was Mike Maricini. Ms. Owens indicated that it was, and stated that Laura has not had good luck with these guys. That should pick up the clue phone, will ya? Ms. Black Owens. Hello.
Hello.
Your daughter's a psycho bitch, and so are you, Mama. Ms. Black Owens told us that Laura dated Maricini for about 1.5 years, and for the first 6 months, he was fine with her. That's a weird way to put it. Fine with her what? Because she's crazy, and he was okay with that? What does that mean? Then he became more violent sexually, including choking during sex. There was also other violence involved. This was all in Laura's shitfest that resurfaced in the attempt to renew in San Francisco recently. Ms. Black Owens stated that at one point Laura became pregnant with Maricini's child, later turned twins. They all went to dinner, and Laura told them that she was pregnant, but it wasn't the right time. Laura and Maricini then went to Planned Parenthood in Walnut Creek, and Laura took abortion pills. Ms. Black Owens said that at some juncture, Maricini had said that Laura had cancer. So much he said, she said, he said. Mm-hmm. Ms. Black Owens reported that Laura never said that, and Maricini never said that up until now. She feels that this may have been the work of Maricini and Gillespie. She also reported that Gillespie had concocted emails that he had tried to indicate were from Laura, that were not from her. Maricini reported in his deposition concerning the protective order hearing that Laura had a polycystic ovary that. Never mind. He never said anything about cancer. The cancer allegation came out after Maricini and Gillespie got together, according to her, and Maricini found 2 emails on his laptop that appeared to be sent from Laura, pretending to be a doctor. Oh dear. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura only went out with Gillespie for about 2 weeks or so. Gillespie told Laura that he had been hurt in relationships before by girls cheating on him and then asked for her passwords.
Uh-huh.
According to Ms. Black Owens, Laura provided the passwords to Gillespie. I'm not sure if this is true. During the relationship, Gillespie told Laura that it's easy to doctor letterhead and stated that he had done it before. I think this is also in the category of things that didn't happen. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura had become pregnant by Gillespie, and he was insistent that she have an abortion, that she should take the abortion pill in his presence. Gillespie indicated to Laura that he would ruin her life if she didn't comply. Another thing I don't think happened. Ms. Black Owens reported that Gillespie put his finger in Laura's mouth to make sure she took the pills. We do have lots of oral fixation with this girl. Laura was very upset with how that ended, so she filed an abortion coercion suit against Gillespie. Laura did not ask for money. She asked for a charitable donation be made to educate people about abortion coercion. To who? Their own personal foundation? Just like
Coincidence.
the Justice for Laura is collecting donations with a donate button.
Right.
And just like GoFundMe is collecting donations for healthcare needs for daddy. Please.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bunch of grifting frauds, in my opinion. Ms. Black Owens stated that Gillespie hired an attorney, Greg Woodnick, suggesting that they may have worked together previously and that it's not just an attorney-client relationship. During his suit, Woodnick contacted an attorney, Joe Cotchett, who is friends with Laura's family, and asked him to tell Laura to drop the case. Ms. Black Owens reported that the attorney had represented Laura in an auto accident case in the past, and the only way that Woodnick would have known about this attorney was through Laura's emails and from Gillespie accessing her emails. Ms. Black Owens mentioned that Cotchett had represented her husband, Ronn Owens, in a labor severance suit during the time that Laura dated Gillespie and may have mentioned his name to her. Ms. Black Owens again reported that Laura did not have an attorney at the time. According to Ms. Black Owens, Mr. Woodnick challenged the abortion coercion suit on a constitutional basis, and rightly so. Ms. Black Owens told us that Laura ended her relationship with Gillespie in August 21, and then in February 22, Laura connected with a guy on Bumble, a dating app. He, Andrew Williams, lived in Hoboken, New Jersey, but said that he was going to relocate to Scottsdale. During their video chats, Andrew suggested that she travel to Hoboken to visit him, knowing that her sister Sarah lived in New York City. I asked if Sarah knew Andrew beforehand. Ms. Black Owens indicated not. Laura decided to go to Hoboken and to see her sister. Ms. Black Owens stated that Andrew was very particular about the time of Laura's arrival and that she takes public transportation instead of an Uber. Laura arrived at the door and Andrew answered while on the phone and handed her a drink as prearranged. This is also weird. It's like some sort of weird fan fiction, some sort of weird kinky smut. This is just strange shit. Laura consumed the drink, felt that she was drugged, and then violently assaulted, according to Ms. Black Owens. Ms. Black Owens feels that this was a targeted attack, which coincided with Mr. Woodnick's ultimatum to drop the suit against Gillespie. Ms. Black Owens recounted Laura's description of the evening and her opinion that the attack was live streamed. We don't know what platform.
Okay.
It gets better. We're not even at the good part yet. Isn't this great? I told Ms. Black Owens that I understand that this is part of the big picture. However, it's outside the purview of what we're investigating. I'm sure she interrupted. Laura contacted the Hoboken Police Department and spoke with a detective. Laura reported that she was afraid and did not wish to name Andrew in a police report. Ms. Black Owens indicated that the FBI is involved in this case and provided further detail of this. Ms. Black Owens told us that the assault occurred in March 22 and that Andrew texted Laura again in November 22, said that he was in Scottsdale and asked if she wanted to meet. Laura feared that Andrew wanted to finish the job. Are these actual fears in the room right now? Ms. Black Owens stated that all this comes together at the time of trial with Gillespie. Laura was frightened and sent correspondence to the court. Here you go. My buttons don't work. Requesting to appear virtually.
Oh my God.
Indicating that she believed that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie were involved in her attack. Are we seeing a pattern here? Ms. Black Owens reported that the clerk of the court sent this request to Woodnick also. Ms. Black Owens feels that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie wanted to damage Laura's reputation to make her seem as if she were an unhinged, crazy girl if she were to testify. They would not have been wrong, in my opinion. After Gillespie and the attack in Hoboken, Laura met Clayton and became involved in a dispute with him. She said that everyone that involved themselves in this seemed to have their own reasons for wanting to discredit Laura, and Clayton wanted to polish his image. Ms. Black Owens said that Clayton knows that what happened fits the technical definition of rape. No, it doesn't. Not by a long shot. You don't get to go around waving the R-word flag just because your daughter says things.
Yeah, and not just because like she consented to like the blowy, like.
And if he was, as she said, really, really, really high, legally he can't render consent. So it would be her, if anybody, who was assaulting him. And again, that's my opinion. I'm not a legal practitioner.
Look, it's a thing. Like it shouldn't be discounted that. Like men can be raped too, and outside of the gay community, right? Like that's
men can also be victims.
Yes, they can. And if she's the perpetrator and taking advantage of the situation, et cetera, then yeah, that's 1,000% there.
Ms. Black Owens continued to suggest that Mr. Woodnick had contrived names of medical providers and fed information to internet content creators. Laura told her mother that she didn't know any of them. Didn't know any of the medical providers that Mr. Woodnick cited and denied reporting that she went to any of them. Ms. Black Owens said that Mr. Woodnick had alleged that Laura took pregnancy hormones along with other similar theories. Laura also told her mother that she did not willingly have sex with Eckerd and that she kept saying no to the end. Who made the story? Was it Mama that made the story? Was it Laura?
Sounds like
and Mama's just regurgitating it.
It's probably all.
It's shared. What do you think?
It's either shared or it's like conjured up in Mom's mind, and Laura's just like following suit. What a string of nonsense. That's just like she just seems to know everything about everyone and about everybody's mindset and about what's Clayton thinking, what's Gillespie thinking, what's Laura thinking, what is this thing? It's just like it. Yeah.
I like Robin's little thought here. I'm going to bring that up. It was for a crime thriller channel. Maybe nobody told me was going to evolve into some kind of mystery crime channel.
Yeah, might have. Maybe this is probably just all bullshit fodder for their stupid podcast.
Content, for their failing nobody told me podcast. I told Miss. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just seems that way. I can't imagine. Like, I feel like this is like some sort of really shitty version of Only Murders in the Building.
It's like a bad Agatha Christie.
Really, really terrible edition of like
raunchy,
I could be
bad
famous.
Mystery.
Yeah, just yeah. Please continue so that sooner that we can put all of us out of our misery.
I know. We'll get to the really good stuff. We'll get to the really good. I mean, it falls into flat Earth chemtrail categories.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, it's great. I told Ms. Black Owens, and after that we'll end it. I told Ms. Black Owens that at this point we weren't disputing the fact that Laura was pregnant. I told Ms. Black Owens that Laura did say that she doctored one test where she increased the hormone level. Ms. Black Owens said that document was never submitted as evidence. Laura submitted the actual medical record. Yeah, because it's good to be lying everywhere else. The doctored record was provided to Dave Neal, a content creator and podcaster. Shout out Dave Neal. Ms. Black Owens said that Laura was trying to get some type of commitment from Clayton to see what kind of father he would be. That's called coercion. That's called entrapment. Laura felt, and again, that's my opinion, Laura felt that they could have joint custody and was concerned that Clayton didn't know what joint custody was. I want to be with him kind of custody. Laura couldn't get anywhere with Clayton, so in July 23, they hired a law firm to act as an intermediary. Ms. Black Owens spoke about Laura's brain trauma and reported that she had gotten epilepsy due to something that occurred with Maricini involving blunt force trauma, and that Maricini is a person who can't not lie. Why would you phrase it that way? The deception just in their word choice is extraordinary. She believes that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie reached out to Maricini because they learned that Laura had a case against him. She further believes that Maricini and Gillespie got together and came up with the emails to appear as if they came from doctors in San Francisco saying that Laura had ovarian cancer. This was to make it look like she was doctoring all this stuff. Ms. Black Owens feels, see that these were all words I had highlighted, that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie came up with all these items that they indicated were doctored just to make Laura seem as if she were crazy. She feels that the crazier they can make Laura seem, it would look better for them if they were ever connected to the Hoboken attack. Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch is. It's plural here. I told Ms. Black Owens that there was a lot said about the ultrasounds during the hearings. I asked if Laura ever had an ultrasound concerning Clayton. Ms. Black Owens said she knows that this is a touchy area and did not want to get into that. The alarm bell should be going off. She told us that she told us that she was aware that Laura said she changed something during her deposition because she didn't want Clayton to know what lab she went to. Ms. Black Owens said that they never submitted any sonogram to the court, and she doesn't believe that Mr. Woodnick ever submitted anything. She understands that Gillespie came up with 1 or 2 sonograms in his case with Laura. Ms. Black Owens said that Gillespie submitted sonograms to the court, saying that Laura presented them to him. Laura contended at the time that she had taken the abortion pills at 8 weeks, prior to the possibility of having a sonogram. I said that in the Gillespie suit, Laura said she was pregnant with twins. Ms. Black Owens told us that she never said that she had twins, but Gillespie claimed that she did. We're just blame shifting everywhere.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay.
This is an epic class in gaslighting, blame shifting, and manipulation. Like mother, like daughter, folks. Like mother, like daughter. I've said it a few times already. Gillespie claimed that Laura said it was a boy and a girl. I said that I understood that only one of the fetuses passed because she only took 1 pill. Ms. Black Owens said, right. However, Laura maintained that she took the pill so early on that she never had a sonogram and didn't know what it was. Again, Ms. Black Owens stated that the Gillespie case was about abortion coercion. It was never about paternity. She said that Mr. Woodnick tried to turn it into a paternity case, and she didn't understand why. Ms. Black Owens showed us a document from One Medical related to the Gillespie case. The document had indicated that the nurse practitioner, Julie Ulrich, who I think was called as a witness, if I'm not mistaken, was concerned over Gillespie's behavior, and that they were afraid of him. Laura was offered resources. Ms. Black Owens mentioned that Gillespie said that Laura said, I can never get over this. This person said that. That person said that. It's like gossip chains. Oh, yeah. This is insane. And there were some emails that were doctored from Laura. She said they don't know if he actually went into her computer because he had her passwords. Laura looked in her email and didn't find it. She thinks that Gillespie either sent them from Laura's email or he doctored them to look like they were from her email. She said that as soon as the news came out that Laura was pregnant with Eckerd's child, Gillespie and Mr. Woodnick became involved and then brought Maricini into it. Mr. Woodnick indicated that Maricini had been subpoenaed to Judge Mata's court, but that wasn't true. Ms. Black Owens stated that the hearing with Judge Mata was an absolute joke. She didn't know how to she didn't know how Judge Mata could conclude the things that she concluded, such as faking the pregnancy, and that she took HCG. This woman is just batshit stupid. Ms. Black Owens said that she saw Laura's stomach get bigger and bigger. She added that Laura took videos and photographs with her naked pregnant belly. She also pointed out Laura's weight gain to 130 pounds at the end of the pregnancy. I indicated that we believe that Laura was pregnant. I think they're placating her. You think?
Just a little.
I think. Just feeding mama more rope too.
Mm-hmm. the attempt here.
You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah. And you should really exercise that right. No, it is incredible how she, like, mom here is trying to, like, twist the narrative and, like, try, like, it's this level of desperation of trying to, like, make it as though Laura is all, good and innocent, and then she's the victim and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, girl, you're trying too hard. Shut the fuck up. Like, I mean, Jesus. Wow. Stop.
The only thing that hasn't happened here is either of these women saying, but hashtag me too. You're supposed to just believe anything I say.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming. That's going to be
a
few steps.
It hasn't yet. I'm waiting for it.
It's like, I mean, it should. I think it's going to come like just a little bit prior to whenever they run out of options, and then suddenly they're interested in a plea deal, which will be, again, like I've stated before, I'll state it again. I think that's going to happen at the absolute last moment when there's literally nothing else that they can do. No more appeals, no more kick the can down the road. And you're going to be like, what offer's on the table? About 3 steps prior to that, give or take one, there's going to be this Me Too bullshit come up. And I'm like, okay. No.
Probably.
Anyway.
Ms. Black Owens talked to us about the podcasters and the content creators, such as Dave Neal, and how they were affecting Laura throughout. And that Laura tried to get a restraining order against him. Poor Dave. She tried to sue Dave for like 9 figures or some stupid shit. Once Laura had a
restraining order. What's a restraining order on a podcaster?
She was just trying to shut him up.
But I mean,
it didn't work because
you
can't.
What a restraining order? It's just you can't have any contact with that person. Okay.
Yeah.
So
well. And Laura thinks that restraining orders mean that not only can they not have contact, but they are not allowed to ever talk about her anywhere to anyone.
Yeah,
they've got this shorted wire in their head. What it really does.
That's not really how that works. Okay, that's not.
And because there was no connection, other than that, she was trying to, she was sending Dave Neal emails, and you're not telling the right story, Dave. It needs to be what I'm telling you. She was trying to sell herself.
It's my narrative, not yours.
Yes, that's exactly. So anyone that went against what she wanted, she tried to sue and get shut up. Of course, in this state, we have excellent anti-slap laws, so that would go over like a lead balloon. Mm-hmm. Although Dave, at the time, was living in California, he would have been okay, but he had to lawyer up. And he spent a big chunk of money shutting her down, and was successful, of course, because she didn't have a leg to stand on. And at the hearing, the judge said, there's First Amendment issues here. We can't just carte blanche issue a restraining order of someone who has zero connection to you, other than they're talking about your very public court case that you brought to the public. Yeah. And now all the records are public. Mm-hmm. You stupid bitch. Once Laura had confirmation that she was no longer pregnant, she understood that the suit was on the dismissal calendar. At that time, Eckert had an order preventing Laura from contacting him. Eckert reported that Laura had sent him 500 emails. Ms. Black Owens stated this was a lie, that Laura never sent him 500 emails. See, this is all the same. We're just reiterating the same stories all the time. Mm-hmm. At this point, the case was on the calendar. She knew she had a miscarriage. It was verified she was no longer pregnant. So she thought it was over. At that point, Mr. Woodnick kept the suit going, doing all he can to make Laura seem unhinged. He didn't have to try very hard. Ms. Black Owens talked about the success of their podcast, because of course we will. She probably knew this would be reported and she'd get a little plug out of it. And how the justice for Clayton cult, no, there's no such thing, has gone after all their guests and sponsors. Well, I'd love to know. I mean, it's the court of public opinion at that point. Too bad. They also tried to ruin their horse business. Ms. Black Owens alleged that Mr. Woodnick is after Laura and has gone to lengths such as to lie in his filings and statements, and that he is trying to rehash the Gillespie case, which he lost. No, he didn't lose it. It was dismissed. That's not a loss. That's a stalemate. Ms. Black Owens said that if you don't know what happened in Hoboken, this seems bizarre, and it seems that Laura's a crazy person. Detective Gonzalez asked if there was ever a connection made between the guy in Hoboken and Gillespie or Mr. Woodnick. Ms. Black Owens said, not that she knows of. Ms. Black Owens continued to provide her opinion of Mr. Woodnick and wondered why he was so focused on Laura and discrediting her. Because she's a lying bitch. Ms. Black Owens said that she's been with Laura through all these cases, and there is no question in her mind that all these things happened. I say again, Mom is the accomplice, in my opinion.
Like I put earlier in chat, it is like Laura's the principal, and then it's Mom.
Oh yeah, you had some little arrows,
and then it's Ron, and then it's sister. Like that, in my opinion, is the order.
That could be. It could be sister before Ron. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. With Ron's degenerative health,
squishy. That's a little squishy. But
they could be on equal footing, too.
Fair. I'm going.
It's definitely Laura and Mom, 1 and 2.
Well, yes, 1 and 2 is absolutely them. Whether positions 3 and 4 are flipped, I'll gladly lose that bet on that part of it. But yeah, no.
Yeah. I stated that our investigation is to see if Laura lied or tampered with evidence. Ms. Black Owens said that she knows the document that she sent to Dave Neal, the altered HCG test, and that Laura said that she shouldn't have done it. Ms. Black Owens stated that Laura never changed any of the evidence in court. Sure. Ms. Black Owens again spoke of Judge Mata's ruling and that she is saying that Laura is on the hook for, well, it's more than $149,000, madam. It is more like $230,000, give or take. She said there were no legal fees at the time Laura filed to dismiss the case. She also feels that there's something going on between Judge Mata and Mr. Woodnick. Like what, madam?
Conspiracy.
Like
blah, blah.
what? Jesus, this woman is batshit.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder, and again, I'm not a practitioner, if we may have some obviously delusional issues. Could there be certain things like, I don't know, maybe some sort of schizophrenia, some sort of dementia? I think there could be a case to argue that even for her age, this sort of conspiratorial thinking and irrational thinking and not logically basing perception on facts and evidence is indicative of a condition or something. Now, again, I'm not a practitioner. This is just me theorizing. I would love to know Lauren Knighty's opinion about some of this and what she might think from her role as a psychiatric evaluator. I'd be fascinated. Lauren may have already talked about it, and I just haven't got around to it yet, so I don't know. I'm a little behind in everybody covering this one.
I would postulate, and again, my opinion, narcissist.
Definitely.
Full on.
Definitely
Like,
class A narcissism.
That is all that's
And probably
underpinning
cluster
of all
B
of this.
personality disorder classifications too. All of those things. All of those things.
Yeah.
She goes on. This is because Judge Mata's ruling was almost word for word the same as Mr. Woodnick's press release. We've loved the conspiracies in this house. Ms. Black Owens spoke of death threats that she had received and some additional theories connecting this. Oh, here you go. This is the best part. To the Gilgo Beach murders in New York or the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking case. Ms. Black Owens feels that this may be part of a bigger picture and agreed that the FBI may be looking into it. We're We're not only conspiratorial, we're delusional and paranoid. There's something here. She also said that at one point, Mr. Woodnick indicated that Laura stated that he and Gillespie raped her. Ms. Black Owens reported that Laura never said anything about the details of it. She just said that they may have been involved in some fashion. Now we're qualifying things. She continued by telling us that in another proceeding, Mr. Woodnick indicated that Laura alleged that he and Gillespie coordinated the attack in Hoboken. Ms. Black Owens told us that she wanted us to know that there was nothing presented in court that wasn't 100% true. My 100% million times pregnancy is truthful. Who's feeding who? She continued by telling us the things that Mr. Woodnick presented were medical records from places that had no records for Laura, but he didn't present records from the legitimate ones. They hippied everyone. They subpoenaed everyone. Nobody had any records of her.
I got to take just a second.
Go ahead.
There was a reaction. But it's like it.
At this point, you're over it.
To the P. Diddy thing, but like at some point, it's just like there's this level of overwhelm, and also, they're just like to me, it's just a grasping at straws of like, oh, well, this is like, and it's deflection, grasping and deflecting of like, oh, well, let's look at the P. Diddy thing and blah blah blah, and like whatever, like that's this is just them trying to like put the attention and the spotlight somewhere else. So maybe that's why I didn't really have as big of a reaction, because like, of course they would do this. Of course they would try and not like, and try to like, oh, well, it's not as bad as the P. Diddy thing. And it was over here. So don't look at us. Look at that. Look at over there. Look at over there. Just don't worry about it.
That's actually a good point, that referencing it is more about deflection than it is a direct comparison and conspiracy.
It is totally, look over there. This isn't as bad as this. That was worse.
But I could see her going, oh, yeah. And this is so serious that the FBI is looking into it. There's probably connections over here and over here. And, you should probably look at it, too, is probably how it went. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Same. And I'm not that drunk at Hellville. Okay.
He's got a very strong liver.
It's well seasoned through many years of genetics.
Yeah. I told her that we do have records from the legitimate offices. Ms. Black Owens asked how long this investigation would take. I said that I hoped it wouldn't take too much longer. Detective Gonzalez asked about Laura's computer. Ooh. If she still has the one that she had when Gillespie had her password. Ms. Black Owens said that she was under the belief that Laura had gotten a new computer, and she had been telling her to change her passwords. That's convenient. Ms. Black Owens then told us about an incident that Laura reported to her. Laura told her mother that she was with Gillespie in a car when they pulled up in front of the house. A subject was standing in front of a house and contacted them. What subject? Gillespie told Laura that he was in the real estate business and that she should give him her phone so he could put his contact information in it. Laura told her mother that she didn't know what the guy did to her phone, but he was monkeying with it for a while. According to Ms. Black Owens, Laura thought he may have done something with the phone. Yeah, now we've got to put conspiracies with the phone to try and delegitimize
more tinfoil hat. Let's just wrap it around. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Ms. Black Owens said that she wanted us to know that there was nothing that was presented in court that wasn't 100% truthful. I told Ms. Black Owens that if Laura and Mr. Gingras want to talk to us, we would be happy to speak with them together. Ms. Black Owens told us that Mr. Gingras has said that this was not his area of expertise in the law. He actually admitted that. I'm shocked. I mean, he is, after all.
The fucking douche canoe.
Yeah.
Hey, your soundboard's working again.
No, nice. This is the other one. It's not my Stream Deck.
For fuck's sake.
The Stream Deck is out. The Stream Deck is out. This is the Rodecaster Pro doing it.
Okay.
But it doesn't have enough buttons to do everything Stream Deck does. So, we keep a little here, a little there.
I'm disappointed, but please continue.
Ms. Black Owens told us that she didn't want Laura to know that she spoke with us because Mr. Gingras said to let the investigators do their work. There was not further information. This contact concluded.
How formal. This contact. Oh, God, okay. Oh, my God.
And there's more reports, there's more investigations, there's more narratives, there's more things to read. Till we're blue in the face. But I've had enough. You've had enough. Oh my God. Okay, chat. Have you survived? Have you survived, chat? How are you doing?
Yeah.
I haven't paid much attention.
I've been
to
trying to take care of our friends in chat.
Oh, thank you.
As
Thank
much
you
as
for
I
doing that.
can.
I couldn't look over there too much because we wouldn't even have gotten through that. So
We would be here for we're almost at the 3-hour mark, and yeah, had you been doing that, we would have been here for 4 hours,
5 hours.
5 hours, more like.
Isn't this shit just wild?
Oh my God!
When I
the depths.
just when I think they've kind of reached the wall of insanity, they jump more of those little horse hurdles and go a little further, and I just go, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Soon aliens are going to become involved or something. It's just,
Look,
it's insane.
I can't say no, because suddenly Area 51 is going to come up in one of these fucking documents that we're going to have to
Yeah, it's going to be about the cell towers. Area 51 is interrupting the cell towers, so it couldn't have been Laura that did those things.
I don't know. At that point, I'm probably just going to, I don't know. I'll just hang up. I don't know. I don't know what
You'll call it a year, and I'm out.
I am out.
Peace.
I'll see you in
I'm peacing out.
2027. I'm fucking. I see you on the trails. I don't know.
Happy trails to you. We hope. However it goes, I don't even. That's all I know.
Until we meet again.
There you go. So you know more than I do. I was going to start turning it into the Lawrence Welk theme or something.
That would got to give it the champagne treatment, as it were.
Oh, with lots of bubbles blown through the air just for good measure.
Correct. Of course.
Oh, I should probably close this damn thing out before I was starting to yawn at one point, and it's like, well, I need some chocolate now. We've been talking about these dementors of the Owens family, and the life is being sucked out of me.
Us? Jesus Christ! I feel
I'll only refer to myself. You at least had a little adult crutch.
You know, you could join me too if
not going to happen. I'll hear. I'll never hear the end of it from the medical staff, because you don't have to answer all these questions. Do you drink anything? Do you smoke anything? And they don't like it if that would ever say yes. Because that complicates my...
I answer that and they don't give a shit. At least it's not to the... I mean, maybe I'm underestimating the amount, but they haven't said, look, you need to go to the Betty Ford Clinic right now, okay? They haven't said that.
Sir, you are also not on all the medications I'm on, because I'm cursed that way.
I'm on a different set of medications
than true. You. Yeah, you're on a different selection of herbs and spices, but there are rules for mine, which I'm not allowed to break, so... Oh no! Oh yes, we do judge. We will, but very carefully and very very deliberately. We will judge.
We're not mean. We're just observant, as the intro.
As the song goes.
As the song goes.
Yeah, I'm not going to play it tonight. I was debating ending with that one, but I'm not feeling snarky enough to end with it. So it'll have to wait till the next appearance. At this point, it's almost just beating a dead horse. Hellville saying, "Oh, the doctors don't judge." Yeah, well, they do in certain medical classifications for good reason, because it also informs what they may prescribe you for whatever conditions you may be dealing with. I have just bad genetics, and it's my cross to bear, as I sometimes say on this channel. But that's all right. I'm not dead yet.
As long as my blood pressure doesn't.
Just like I'm going to enjoy some chocolate graham crackers.
More. Let's turn about as fair play. Don't. I really wanted to open that package when I was visiting the cubbyhole the other night, but I restrained myself.
Uh-oh, watch out. Robin has more questions.
Uh-oh.
Well, get the questions in quick because I'm going to close this thing out.
Because we're not here for much longer. So
nope, I've got the outro ready to go, and it's an old song.
Keyboard warrior
from
the
early
shit
on.
out of that, and let's make it happen.
You can talk about some Jeep trial stuff if anyone's typing questions in chat.
Jeep trial stuff. I don't know. I installed some armor on my Jeep this past weekend, and my body is pissed off about that. But
Jennifer, a person after my own heart. Graham crackers with chocolate frosting. I try to avoid too much sugar. Are we in discovery? Discovery has been submitted in the criminal case. What's his bucket? Laura's public defender has received over 6,000 pages of discovery and numerous images and documents. A lot of that being body cam footage and so forth. So I believe, discovery I don't believe is closed yet. I haven't seen any dates to that effect, but the discovery has at least been submitted. And I would imagine if there's more to come, there will be discovery may be ongoing. So there's that. The discovery, if they dig any deeper, they're gonna be finding more men.
It sounds like
all the way back to high school.
6,000 documents and such. That definitely sounds like a Chat GPT or Court GPT adventure.
Yeah. And just because this silly thing is 118 pages, that all of the evidence, all of the texts and everything and all the crap, you just know that those are actual page numbers.
I probably, what I should do next time I feed this through the GPTs is I should take and separate out, because it seems like there's some different groupings of documents within. This is the entire report, but there's headings in different sections, and I should probably take all of those and separate them out and then feed all of those to the GPT and see what it has to say and summarize those things accordingly. But that's a lot of work right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to need...
I don't quite have that.
I need my ADHD to reset at some point in the future and figure that out when I can go down that rabbit hole. It will probably happen, but yeah.
And to answer Hellville Hare, I want to say Hare because it sounds like a good rabbit name. Discovery will end at some point. There is a limit to the amount of time you get to submit and share discovery, so that will close at some point. But yeah, it may be a month before the trial. I forget what the dates may be. Trial is still currently set for the end of July, so I would imagine discovery would probably close 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time. I forget what the court rules are for that with criminal cases in Arizona, but yes, that is generally correct. It will close sometime before trial because there will be a few things and procedural things just ahead of right around the final conference before trial, before it goes to paneling a jury, that kind of stuff. You don't have discovery open forever, so there is that. There may be depositions ongoing too. I think this is sort of the first we've seen of any of the interviews, and some of this stuff is over a year old already, shockingly. So it's or pretty close to a year of it. Let's see, was there a date on this one? 5/7/25. Okay, well, at least a half a year, good half year plus. So I'm sure they've collected a lot already, and they've already submitted what they needed to for 2 grand juries, which is why there's 14 felony counts for Laura Owens. So they've done this process a couple times already. I can't imagine they want to do too much more, or this is going to be a trial that takes years, and they don't want that. They want to get her dealt with. So on that lovely note, folks, just as testing is ongoing, this criminal trial is ongoing.
As you wave
as I wave my final cracker for the evening.
Final cracker,
thanks for joining us.
But okay.
Thanks for joining us in this insanity known as the Owens universe. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content happening here. All those good things that feed the algorithm. If you like Jeep things, you know, that funny guy with the funny backgrounds is pointing at his stuff.
Come follow me and some of my
slowly but surely
adventures.
he's working on.
I got a couple things. It's not tumbleweeds anymore. Come on and follow along. I'm gonna have some more stuff up there eventually, so don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't squirt out dust, so there's a couple things.
Squirt out dust. I beg your pardon, sir.
Well, and if you were in the desert, it definitely would, but you're not, luckily for you.
No, I just got plenty of dirt on the underside of a Jeep, but yeah, no, I don't squirt dirt. It's rude.
That would be rude. I would say take a shower or wash your car.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but we'll see. I'll see how I feel about some of the rest of this enormous document and what's worth touching on as I get more time with it. It's, as I said, it was a busy weekend. I was doing lots of work prep stuff at the end of last week when all this landed, so I didn't get the jump. I sort of skimmed through it really fast when it landed, but I had zero time with it until yesterday.
Yeah, I was
which is late to the punch.
I was flirting with certain people.
Yes, I know. I saw.
Yeah,
I was there.
You were.
Well, maybe that'll work out. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
That's a you thing. That's not a me thing. I'm not interested.
True. That one's not your type. It's very much mine. But
yeah, I know. Unless we get too personal, I'm just going to say good night, everybody. See you next time. That could be later this week. We'll just see where it goes. So on that note, look, we have an outro, and this is a lovely song encapsulating my feelings of Mother Owens in this whole thing.
All right.
This is almost a blast from the past. So until next time, everybody, thanks for joining us. Good night.
Thanks. Bye.
In the wings of life's grand theater, where the spotlight burns so bright, Laura Owens takes the center, weaving tales into the night. From a casida's whispered secrets to a courtroom's fevered play, her stories twist and turn, but someone's guiding her astray. Oh, the stage mom's shadow, pulling strings we'll never see. In the haze of mystery, she shapes the drama's destiny. With a whisper, with a nod, she's the hand behind the scheme. In the stage mom's shadow, truth gets lost in Laura's dream. Jan Black sways in silence with a smile that masks the cost, crafting emails, dodging debts in a world where truth is lost. With candy for the cops she greets, a sweet disguise for pain. Yet she fuels her daughter's spotlight in this shadow sly refrain. From a podcast's glowing spotlight to a lawsuit's bitter sting, she's the echo in the background, tying knots to every string. Is she puppet or the master in this dance of veiled deceit? Her shadow falls on Laura's stage, where lies and dreams compete. In the city by the bay, a restraining order's call. Laura spun her tale of woe, while Jan stood proud and tall. Through the years, the scripts keep changing, yet the shadow never this masquerade of spades. Oh, the stage mom's shadow pulling strings we'll never see. In the haze of mystery, she shapes the drama's destiny. With a whisper, with a nod, she's the hand behind the scheme. In the stage mom's shadow, truth gets lost in Laura's dream. When the final curtain falls and the lights begin to dim, will the shadow tell her story or stay silent, cold and grim? In the theater of their making, where the lines of truth are blurred, the stage mom's shadow lingers with a secret name.